You stupid fucking cunt. You, Williamson, I'm talking to you, shit. You just cost me $6,000. $6,000 and one Cadillac. That's right. What are you gonna do about it? What are you gonna do about it, asshole? You fucking shit. Where did you learn your trade, you stupid fucking cunt, you idiot? Whoever told you that you could work with men? Oh, I'm gonna have your job, shit. I'm going downtown. I'm gonna talk to Mitch and Murray. I'm going to Lemkin. I don't care whose nephew you are, who you know, whose dick you're sucking on, you're going out. Anyone in this office lives on his breath. What you're hired for is to help us. Is that seem clear? To help us, not to fuck us up.
You're not just telling us what we want to hear.
No, sir, no way.
Because we just want to hear the truth.
Well, then I guess I am telling you what you want to hear.
Boy, didn't we just tell you not to do that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then.
Oh, Jesus. I wish you could see this. Lights coming up. I've never seen a painting that captures the beauty of the ocean.
Daddy, did you see that?
What?
Guy got me on the ground. He tried to fuck me.
You hear that, Dad? You're gonna pay! He's a molester. He's a child molester!
I just thought I might mosey over the war room for a few minutes, see what's doing over there.
What's up, feeling me up, faggot?
Why, you getting a hard-on, faggot?
Get your ass.
Now, jump up in the air and put it in the basket, Chief. Jump up and dunk it in. Jump up in the air and stuff that son of a bitch in.
All I want is the fucking number. That should be goddamn good enough for you. Now give me the fucking number. You fucking hear me? I'm sick of this fucking shit. Stop fucking treating me this way. Give me the fucking number. I'll fucking kill you.
Fast ring. Hit me, Chief. Hit me, baby. Put it in the basket, Chief. Put it in the basket.
Let's drink to this partnership. To the partnership.
I've been loving you a long time. Down all the years, down all the days. And I've cried for all your troubles. Smile at your funny little ways. We watched our friends grow up together, and we saw them as they fell. Some of them fell into heaven, some of them fell into hell. I took shelter from a shower, and I stepped into your arms on a rainy night in Soho. The wind was whistling all its charm. I sang it while my sorrows. All your joys. Whatever happened to that old song? To all those little girls and boys. Sometimes I'd wake up
in the morning.
Yeah, it's the Ron and Fez show. More pogues because, you know, it's Irish week. And speaking of this, Fezzy, look who's sitting in with us here today. It's Opie. Hey, Opie, how you doing?
Good morning.
How are you guys?
You're walking around like an old lady, man. What's going on?
I got a little problem that I got to take care of. Little problem.
The steel cut-off mail isn't working?
I don't want to show weakness because I gotta train for a fight in an octagon. We're going UFC rules.
Yeah. And you're ready to throw down? Norton in with you? Is it going to be a tag team?
We're ready to throw down, yeah.
Yeah. Now, you wanted to stop by today because we have a big guest, John Edwards.
Yeah, it was just as big as the guest we got today. We got some guy that used to work for Spin Magazine, so, you know, this is fair.
You interviewed the recently fired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is John Edwards, the psychic, and you were thinking, you're a little cynical or are you open to it?
My dad
was
a huge fan.
Is that right, of John Edwards?
Huge fan.
Yeah. So good. We'll bring him in here. Fez is also, I don't believe we never brought it up, this Fez has psychic abilities as well. He was on an infomercial. What was that with Gary Spivey?
With Gary Spivey for his psychic hotline.
So he was a psychic in, the 90s?
Yeah, late 90s.
And then you said some of the stuff got so weird for you, you took a step back from it.
It started to make me nervous.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, you were saying too much.
Exactly.
What was the thing that made you nervous in that situation?
I saw a kid dying.
Yeah.
And it happened.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Let me guess, is this a kid that you later raped and murdered?
Right.
Because that's cheating.
I had nothing to do with the death.
Where should we start digging?
Fez, I see you being hit with a pencil. I see you being hit with a marker.
Yes, they're coming from your direction.
Still,
I
take that as a win for me.
You know, I'm psychic too.
Yeah,
I see pussy in your future.
that I'll bet against. I will bet against.
Not till after Lent, my friend.
You could take every guy in this office, hold him down, and we still won't get pussy on him. It ain't gonna happen. All right, we'll bring our guest in, Earl. It's John Edwards. Now, he's a psychic. I believe he's from Long Island, like you were as well.
Yes, a Long Island guy.
Yeah.
John Edward, his new series, Cross Country, debuting on Women's Entertainment.
How are you,
this
John?
Friday.
Nice to see you. I'm Ron. That's Fez.
Hi, John.
This is Opie from
What's up, John?
Opie and
How are you,
Anthony
buddy?
show. You guys, I think, both from Long Island? You're from Long Island also?
Huntington.
Yes.
Oh, is that right?
You're from Huntington?
Yes.
Everyone's from Huntington.
Originally from Glen Cove.
Either that or you have abilities, though.
What? Yes, that you didn't know about. I don't know why. It seems like half the people I see on TV are from Long Island.
We're good people.
Is that what it is? Now, your psychic abilities, at what age did you know that you had them?
15.
15. Just came to you suddenly?
No, actually, my mom, my grandmother, you know, growing up Italian family, that side of the family used to have psychics come to the house to do like house parties.
Yeah.
My father was a New York City police officer.
Yeah.
Total non-believer. Wouldn't allow me to be around the subject matter while I was a kid.
Right.
And then when I got older, my mom would just be like, "Just don't tell your father. I don't want to deal with it." And I kind of adopted more of his belief. You know, it's like it's got to be black or white, or it's not. It doesn't exist. And they had this woman that came to the house. Her name was Lydia Clark, and she was doing readings for the family, and I decided I was going to go debunk her.
Right.
And I went, and she kind of put me on this path. The first thing out of her mouth when she took my high school ring at the time, she said to me, "You know, you're going to be doing this work."
That's weird. And Italian women, they're kind of straight, don't you think? There's a little witchy thing happening with them because I grew up Catholic too, and they're all like, they go to church, but then on the side they have little spells they put on.
Well, the Malokia and the
there's
doing
all
the eyes.
Yeah,
and,
there's all kinds of stuff that goes down that way.
Yeah, I'm familiar.
Yeah. Now,
well, my grandmother was like that. You know, my grandmother had the thing, and she put the finger up in the air.
Right.
As soon as she put the finger up, it was like, "Oh, put that down," because as soon as she did it, it was going to happen.
Right.
Someone was getting zapped.
Yeah. Now, my chick is that way. My chick's mom, they're all Italian Catholic women. There's almost a little spell thing that goes on. So I was watching your tape. A lot of people, they want to check in to make sure everything is all right, and if they're still like, did you ever get a reading like this? I talked to your dad. He's not happy with you. He doesn't. doesn't like the way your life is going.
No, they wouldn't do that because then that would come through with judgment. I'll tell you what they do come through with. They'll talk about things that are happening that might be deemed negative, or if somebody's on a road that's going to lead to something that might be negative, that'll come up. But it's not with a judgment. It's not like you should divorce this person.
Right.
You should do that because then they would take on the responsibility for that person's actions.
So pretty much, what are they trying to tell us from the other side? Everything's all right. Everything's okay. Enjoy.
I mean, not to generalize it like that, but it's more to let us know that they're still connected, that they're still around us, that they're still connected to what's coming up for us, and that they see what's taking place since they're gone.
So, because the loss is on our side, it's not on their side.
Correct.
They kind of feel more connected with the universe than we do.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, we miss I always say to people, they don't miss us. We miss them. We miss their physical connection to our lives. They don't miss us because they still feel like they have us.
Yeah. That's interesting. Now, Ope, you're feeling like, are you naturally cynical, or?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Or you're looking for something? You're on a spiritual path.
My dad completely believed in all this.
Yeah.
And I would argue with him all the time. I didn't really get it myself, but I don't know. Some weird things have happened since my dad died.
What kind of stuff?
I don't know how much info I should give yet.
Yeah, I say.
Well, you know, let's just say this. It's like one of the things that happens is a lot of people don't even understand the subject matter or think about it or care about it until they have an experience.
Right.
Like when I first started doing this work, I didn't really care about the other side.
Right.
It wasn't an interest of mine. I was 15 years old, and it was really, really cool that I could predict someone's future, that I could sit with somebody and know what was going to come up with them. That was a cool thing. That was very empowering, and I enjoyed that.
Right.
It wasn't until my mother passed that my work shifted. I had a pivotal experience where I was like, all right, wait a minute. Well, where is she? Is she someplace else?
Yeah.
When I get married, will she see that? If I have kids, will she see that? So out of a need to know, I started asking more questions about the work. And then from that, I paid more attention that when I would see clients, you know, when their relatives would come through, where before I would be like, I got this thing I could like connect with you dead people, you know, that I push it to the side, get it out of the way. I paid more attention to it. And then I would like ask people after a session, I'd be like, so your dad was really like that, or your mom was really like that, or your child did pass like this. And they would validate it for me. These are people I didn't know. So it gave me a great deal of comfort and solace to know that if it could happen for them, then you know what, I might not be able to do it for myself, but then she's got to be around, and she's got to be okay, and she'll see me when I get married as well.
Right, because we want to keep that connection. You feeling that way, Ope? It's like,
I'm not really sure. I'm not even gonna lie to you. My dad
sure.
was a big fan of this stuff. He wrote a book on near-death experience, and we discussed some things. My dad ended up dying in a horrific car accident just before I started on XM. He was in a car accident with my mom outside the house we were brought up in. So,
and I'm sorry.
Go ahead, you go.
Doesn't it make you question? I mean, whether you believe in something or not, doesn't an experience like that make you question or make you look at things or beg to ask the question of what if? Whereas before that, maybe you wouldn't.
Oh yeah, definitely. Because I can't explain some of the things that have happened.
Right. Like what?
See, that's...
But you're getting signs of some kind. You think, or at least you're taking it as you feel something.
Like have you had like a visit where in a dream state you feel like you've connected with your dad?
Absolutely.
Wow. Now, how do you know that it's not you just having? I'm being the skeptic now. Well, how do you know it's not just wishful thinking?
I don't know. I had a really weird dream where I was like in some insane asylum or some kind of rehab facility or a prison or something really bizarre.
That's something else I want to talk to you about later. But seriously,
dream or prediction?
And it was one of these dreams where you're just like you could feel the stress and the tension and stuff. And in this facility was my family, and I was looking at my mom and everyone else like whatever. And then my dad was there, and and I was pulling away from him like, no. And he, like, grabbed me and gave me a hug. And
how did that feel?
I woke up immediately like, what the fuck was that?
Right.
Like, it was nothing. It wasn't anything I could, explain before. No, I never had anything like that happen in a dream before.
And it was but was it...
It was a strange, like, energy.
But you felt it? In other words,
absolutely.
Now, do you think if 15 years from now, if we had this conversation again, would that dream fade, or would you remember that in the exact same detail?
I think I'll remember that for a really long time.
See, when something like that happens, then it becomes more of a visitation or a visit, where it's like a real, like it's his way of letting you know that he's there without any other explanation. Because most dreams fade. Most people don't remember their dreams,
right?
Unless they write them down, and then even then you got to read it. But if you've had a visit like that, you'll remember it 10, 15 years from now.
All I know is it was different and very strange.
In your dream, did you know he was already gone? Or was it like a dream of back when you guys were together?
Good question. No, I think it was just like he never died. Yeah, it was just like part of my life before he passed.
Because, Fez, you have the annual dream, right, with your grandmother?
Every Thanksgiving, my dead grandmother comes to see me.
In a dream.
Yeah, in a dream. And I know, in my dream, I know she's dead.
Yeah.
I know she's gone. And my siblings have had this dream and freak out about it because they're like, oh, Grandma's ghost was in a dream. And I'm like, I have that same dream, and it's always cool, and she's just telling me that, everything's fine, and she'll be there for Thanksgiving.
Right.
Is it the same dream every year, or does it change?
Sometimes the location changes, but the dream is always the same. She always looks the same. The only thing that's different is she doesn't wear her glasses like she did when she was alive.
How did your dad look in the dream? Did he look younger?
Nah.
It's the same?
No real description, to be honest. I just knew it was my father.
How?
I just knew. I don't know. Because I guess he was right next to my mom, in the dream. And I saw my mom's like, yeah, whatever. And then he, pulled me and gave me a hug. It was bizarre. It was completely bizarre.
Did anybody else in the family? Because you see, sometimes when somebody passes, and you said your dad passed in an accident, when people pass in an event or an accident, it leaves such a feeling of unfinished business because you don't get the opportunity for closure. If somebody's sick for a long, like my mom was sick for a long time, you get a chance to say the things that you have to say. In a case like that, the person's here and then the person's not. You don't get that opportunity. So sometimes people will have dreams that create that opportunity. Do you feel like you were creating that opportunity, or do you feel like your dad came and said, hey, I'm okay, here's a hug, son?
Yeah, it just came out of nowhere.
I think that's cool. I think that's cool. And I think it's cool that you're sharing it.
I mean, well, I mean, if you want this is a story I haven't even told on our show because it's just beyond bizarre. But about a year before my dad died, I started seeing 9/11 a lot.
Okay. Like 9/11 on clocks, 9/11 on, like you look in places and you see the numbers like 911, or you mean like the September 11th?
No, it was mostly on a clock. Like I would just happen to be on my computer and I would look up and see 9/11. And it started happening so much that I started to, to record it in my brain. Like, wow, I'm seeing 9/11 a lot. You know what I mean? Because I'm looking right now on purpose. I'm not seeing any real 11s. Well, except that it's 11, whatever. So it was happening enough where I'm like, man, that is a little weird. I'm seeing 9/11 a lot. So we were taking a walk in Northport, me and my dad, after breakfast, and because he really believed in this near-death experience and all that stuff.
Stop right there. Why did he believe? What caused him to be a believer?
I don't know. He had such crazy medical problems. Who knows? Maybe he saw the light. I don't know.
But seriously, like usually when somebody has such an interest in something like NDEs, they might have had an experience themselves or someone that they're connected to that they have respect for would have had that experience, which would make them want to write a book about it or share it.
Well, how about you ask him? Because I don't know the answer to that.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
So the 9/11 has happened a lot, and I shared the story with my dad. I'm like, Dad, something really weird's been happening to me. I've seen 9/11 a lot. I'll just look up at a clock, 9/11. I'll look at this, 9/11, blah blah blah. And his explanation was like, I don't know, people from the other side, and this is my dad talking because I don't know what I believe. He goes, people from the other side will, find ways to communicate with the living. And he just threw a kind of in my opinion, kind of just a quick dumb answer at me, like maybe because you're a talk show host and stuff, and you're going to be back on the radio soon, because this was within weeks of coming back to XM. He's like, maybe the 9/11 people don't want to say, hey, don't forget about us. You have this voice on the radio. Don't forget about us. Just keep us in your head when you're doing your talk show. He goes, maybe it's just that. He didn't really think too much into it. I'm like, oh, that's very interesting. So then I continue to see 9/11, and then
and just before you say anything else, you have no other pre-connections to that date. September 11th has no other meaning for you for whatever.
No.
Okay. And the time has no. Okay, so this is clearly an objective thing that you have no ties to.
No.
Good. Okay.
And there was no reason to start thinking that. It was just that it happened enough where I just started going, wow, this is weird. Then it started turning into just 11. Every time, not every time, but more times than not, I would look at the clock and it would be 8/11, 7/11, 11/11, 1/11. It was just 11 to the point like I'm going fucking nuts. And these guys know. I mean, I whatever. I don't believe in a lot of this stuff. So the car accident with my dad was on August 11th. Now, I know this is a stretch, okay? But this is where it gets really, really creepy. I went to the accident site, I believe, a day after or the same day because I had to drive, down from Boston. And I'm outside my parents' house where the accident occurred, and I'm looking at the accident site, and I'm like, Dad, just give me. This is where it gets weird, and people are going to be calling me out on this, but whatever. This is what happened. I actually have proof of this. So I'm like, Dad, just give me a sign you're all right. Just give me a sign. Because like you said, no closure, right? He was alive 1 minute and he was dead, 4 hours later. So I'm like, just give me a sign. I'm looking around the accident site, and I see this little piece of paper in the gutter. All right, a little piece of paper in the gutter. I'm like, oh, what's this? Because I'm really was looking for things that might have flown out of the car or something. Maybe, who knows, maybe a diary, his last words to his family because he knew he was going to die, whatever. But it's just some kind of sign, right? There's a little piece of paper. I've never told anyone this, except my family knows. And I turn over the piece of paper, and on the paper, it's 0, 1, 1. And then underneath that, it said, exit check. A little bizarre.
I don't think it's bizarre. I think it's cool. I'm
like, what are the fucking odds after this whole 11 thing that's been hitting me for a while? And I explained this to my dad, and he gave me the 9/11 explanation, but then it started turning into an 11 thing, and I go looking for a sign.
And check is a radio term.
What do you mean?
Well, don't you get an air check when you're on the air?
We get big paychecks. Yeah.
But I have this to this day, and it just says 011 exit check.
And I can guarantee you that sign, that 11, will still be a reference. Like, your dad will use that as a sign to let you know he's around.
It's never gone away. It's gotten strong. When we were going through the wake and all that, the 11 was to the point, it was so ridiculous, I had my whole family believing. They're like, oh, my God. Because they would just see things, like, all of a sudden out of nowhere, I'm like, Darren, what time is it? We're at the Huntington Diner, and he looks up and goes, 11:11. 11. It was just so ridiculous how many times I saw 11 in that week alone.
In numerology, 1111 is like a big spiritual number as well. And there's like even there's a song somebody did. I forget about it not too long ago. So
you almost knocked me off the chair when you said that. I was like,
oh, you didn't know that?
No, I knew that, but I didn't know that you knew that.
Yeah.
I knew that too because I did a little research on this.
Right.
It's a master number. 11 is a master vibration. It's that's what it's considered.
So then the 11 continues. It continues to this day. Sometimes it gets really strong, and then it just fades away for a while. Like when we were going through that whole thing with the CBS thing, it started getting big again. Whatever. But so my best friend flies in from L.A. to be there for the the funeral and stuff, and he saw the 11, and he is like, he's one of these guys. You die, you rot. There's nothing, and even he was like going, whoa, wait a minute, what is this about? Okay. Right. And we're driving back to the airport, and now I'm joking, because I'm a joking type of guy. I'm like, this 11 thing's really weird. And we looked at a license plate. Look, there's an 11 on the license plate. We start laughing. And then I think we were on the Southern State Parkway. And then in the distance was like two towers that look like 11. Hey, there's another 11. And then I just turned to Jay, and I go, Jay, what do you think this 11 is all about? He goes, I don't know, man. It really is weird, even though we're joking about it. At that point, a car comes flying by on my left to pass me. I swear to you, the license plate, you could call them right now in L.A., says, it's a vanity plate that just says, it's a clue.
Right.
It's there for a second. It's there for a second.
Right.
And then the car is just gone. Within seconds, it's like 80 miles an hour zigging in and out, and it's gone. I can't even catch up to the car to see,
What, see if your dad was driving?
Or, yeah, really. Or see, did I really see that?
Right.
But we both saw it like, all right, this is getting a little weird now, And to this day, I don't really know what this all means.
I imagine like your dad on the other side going, okay, what do I have to possibly do?
I joke with my friend Jay. I'm like, yeah, my father knew he didn't believe in anything, so he's like, all right, you don't believe, buddy? I'm going to show you. And then he gets back to L.A.
Which, honestly, you're very, very lucky because people who are big believers here don't always feel the need to come through in a big way on the other side.
Yeah.
It's usually the opposite. It's people who are very, very cynical, skeptical, agnostic, atheists. They're great when they cross because they've got so much that they need to come back and go,
right?
Oh my God, I was wrong.
Right.
They're great when they come through in sessions. I love that because they're very detailed oriented.
Right.
People that are big believers in life aren't the greatest communicators sometimes when they come through. So if your dad's doing that, that's really a testament.
And I'm not good. I don't know what I believe still, but I mean, as far as 11, because I want to make sure I described it enough. I would pop out of bed just out of nowhere and look at the clock, and it'll be 3:11, 4:11. It happened to a point, like I said, that I'm like, what is this? So then Jay, he's a salesman, so he hits the road, and he goes to St. Louis. This is less than a week and a half after my dad passed, and he calls me and leaves a message. Call me right away. You're not going to believe this. He's in St. Louis. And he gets to the airport, and the guy he's meeting with, he goes, I'm going to take you to this really cool restaurant in St. Louis. And Jay goes, yeah, what's the name of the restaurant? He goes, it's called the 1111 Club. And Jay's like, what is going on? But I just wanted to share that story.
But here's the thing. I feel like you are waiting for a breakthrough. Something, maybe it has to do with your dad, maybe something else, but it seems like you're waiting for some kind of something to switch on. Just something to click here is what you're waiting for.
But you know what's really funny is like most people are.
Yeah.
Most people are waiting for that pivotal thing, that pivotal moment.
Right.
And a lot of people will come to me looking towards me as being that thing, and then what happens is after their session,
right,
they're still looking for that. And the reality is that's not something that's an external search. That's got to be an internal. That's got to be an internal switch that gets thrown. And I think that, and not to be personal, but you are being personal and you're sharing. Would you consider yourself to be, up until that point, somebody who really didn't really think about faith too much, or you didn't really,
I was brought up Catholic and stuff, but
it was like on the back shelf somewhere, and you really didn't give it a lot of,
yeah, I was always questioning, and I still question. I'm not going to say that this changed my mind.
Right, but don't you feel that maybe you have to look at it a little bit differently now, or because now your dad might be there at that place?
Yeah, possibly.
Because I don't really think you can make that switch or throw that switch without having some foundation and some type of belief. It doesn't matter what the belief is, faith-wise, but you got to have that kind of to build upon.
And questioning still is faith to me. I mean, to just be curious, looking all the time. Sometimes I think the people who dig their feet in so solid that this is where it is, they're the ones that are missing.
That is somebody said to me, I was in Fresno, California doing an event, and the person said to me, "Well, you've got connections to the other side. You've been doing this for 21 years." You've got these spiritual connections. What's the best religion? And I was like, excuse me? He was like, what's the best religion? I said, well, let me ask you a question. What's the best language? I said, on this planet, what's the best language? And they went, well, there isn't. I said, what's language used for? And they said, well, for people to communicate. I said, so what's the best one? And they said, well, there isn't a best. There might be some languages are more widespread used than others, or have more of a connection to people than others. But there is no best. And I go, exactly. Religion is just a language to communicate with God or a higher power. So what's the best religion? There isn't one. It's just
that would be Southern Baptists.
They're good. And English on the other question.
John Edwards here. You got the new show where you're driving all around the country, meeting people and stuff.
Yes.
It's John Edwards on the road.
Yeah, it's pretty much what it is. It's kind of like a camera crew following me to what I do normally.
Right. And people show up for you, and they're a lot of them in real pain.
A lot, a lot of them come. It's really funny because there's such a wide variety of reasons why people come. A lot of people come because they're just curious. A lot of people come because they're dragged. That's usually the men that are dragged.
Yeah.
I always joke around and say for fear of never having sex again from their wife. And then there are people that are in pain, or there are people that are questioning, and then there are people that are diehard fans, and there are people that the aha cynics that want to figure out how this is like happening.
Yeah.
So it's a wide variety of people. And then what winds up happening is the people that I'm reading, we follow up with them. We're going to their to their home. We're going to their environment, and meeting their other family members and learning more about, who came through. And, sometimes it's hard because some of the people that I've met with, here I am going to this person. I'm going to sit down with them, talk about their husband who came through.
Yeah.
And then find out that the reason why they were really there was because they had a son who passed.
Right.
And I'm like, that was one of the first things that took place. And I was sitting with this woman, and I was talking about her husband, and all of a sudden she's like, she said about her son. And I'm going, I didn't connect with your son. And she's like, no, you didn't. I'm like, well, wait a minute. So now that whole episode goes into expectations and managing that, because one of the things I'm really clear about is mediumship is not a cure for grief. I don't want people looking towards me or anybody else who does this as a way of, lose a family member or a friend, find a medium, that's going to make my life better. It's not. It's never going to bring the person back. You don't get over it. You get through it.
Right.
You get on with it. So,
And so there's some greater understanding, hopefully, is where you'll get about what your relationship was with that person. And
I think it goes back to what you were saying. You got to question. When you were saying as well, you got to question. And you question everything. You question your relationship with the person. And one of the things I can tell you that after, 20 years of doing this, I feel like it's really important for people to take advantage of the people that are in their lives today and communicate and say what they got to say, because you never know when your experience is going to happen, or, when something that you're not expecting is going to take place. And, don't hold the grudges and say what you got to say. And don't care if people think you're weird. Don't care if they think that, ooh, this one's going off on the deep end. They're being so, or it might cause a little bit of friction by being honest. But at least this way you have no regrets.
Do you think that spiritually people are more connected with places or other people?
People.
Yeah. So you wouldn't think like an old building like we're in here, because to me that's always like the nightmare. I do not want to be stuck hanging around like like a ghost in a movie. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, get me out of that.
But you just said it.
Yeah.
In a movie.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Hollywood has done such a phenomenal job at stereotypically depicting this kind of work.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like you see movies and TVs and TV shows and people come to me like, you know, when The Sixth Sense was out.
Yeah.
I mean, I loved the movie and I thought it was great, but like if one person asked me if that's what my life was like, I'm like, no, I had a very normal, you know, and I still have a very normal life. I just have a very unique job.
Yeah.
Do you see the dead people like that little kid did, or you just hear them? How do they come through?
When I first started developing this, I would only get an image of that person. I would only see it briefly, and I got nothing else. That was it. And then that went away, and then it started coming through in the same ways that I would get what I did for regular psychic reading. I would get, I would see things, hear things, feel things, and interpret in my frame of reference. Then it started coming through like that. And the difference was, if I was doing a reading and it was coming, a psychic reading, I would feel like the information was coming from around me.
Mm-hmm.
When it was somebody's family member coming through, the information would come from around you. So I was able to I would feel like the difference.
Now, I always see you grabbing at initials. Why are you doing that? You're like, is there an M? Is there an N? How does that come through when you're trying to figure it out?
It's not a matter of grabbing at it. It's a matter of just repeating what you're hearing.
So you will just hear an M, an N in your ear?
No, it sounds like somebody saying something really, really fast, and you have to figure out what it sounded like.
Yeah.
So one of the to understand the think about frequencies. If you have a ceiling fan, and the ceiling fan is off, it's vibrating at a low frequency, you could see maybe 5 blades. You turn it up high to a higher frequency, those blades are going to go so fast you can't count them, but yet you kind of see or get an idea that they're there. That's how I feel like when the information comes through. They've got to lower their frequency so I can be able to feel them, see them, hear them. Some people come through clearer than others, and sometimes it's harder. But
frustrating for you sometimes, I guess.
It is. Actually, yeah. I'll tell you what the most frustrating aspect of doing this work is knowing that no matter how hard you work and no matter how good you might be, it's never going to be enough.
Yeah.
It's always going to be not enough.
They're flying around like flies in the... Nothing? Okay.
11. No. I just wanted to say to you, 11. It's all right. Come here. Let me hug you. It's all right, 11.
Hug it out, big
11.
man.
11.
Yeah, there was other things that was strange, like my dad in his car that was still in the driveway because it was a friend's car that he was in. He had a copy of his near-death experience book, and there was loose papers in the book. On page 74, which was the
11 adds up to.
Yeah, but it was also the age of my dad when he died,
which is 11.
Yeah, and then I know, but I don't want to sound crazy. So
you're not sounding crazy. It's just that's the coincidence.
Is just the coincidence is what I'm trying to share with everyone today. And then in his own writing was a page that he was rewriting a part of his book that described almost to a T his own death.
That's bizarre.
Almost to a T, because in his near-death experience, he tells a story about a plane crash and stuff and what the people felt, and he that's what he was rewriting, and in a way, it reads like he was going to be in a car accident, and he knew or something. I don't know. I mean, that's where whatever. But
right.
Maybe someday I'll share this on the show. But the writing is unbelievable. Where you're like, oh my God, this is exactly how my dad died.
See, but I think that's his way of trying to, again, like he said to you while he was here, walking in Northport by the water, he told you, what's the deal? People from the other side reach out and try to give you signs and symbols and let you know that they're there. I believe, if this is what you're experiencing, this is your dad's way of trying to give you that same type of comfort or solace or knowing.
Right.
My mom was diagnosed with a really, really bad form of lung cancer. Mm-hmm. And I remember, like everybody else when they're going through something like that, I became extremely more religious and going to church and praying the rosary and, you would, whatever you thought you had to do to try to make that person, well, I was doing. And I, honestly was majorly intensely praying the rosary because I felt like that was going to be it, like she was going to be healed and that's how it's going to happen. And the doctor depicted how my mother's passing was going to be, and it was going to be it was very graphic. They told me how her body was going to shut down and how she should really be in a hospital. Do not take her home. It would be messy. It would be this. It would be that. And that it would not be good for the family to remember her like that because of the type of cancer she had. Long story short, we kept her home. And my mom died completely peaceful. Mm. Nothing wrong. She just stopped breathing. And she literally had a smile on her face when she passed. It was the most peaceful thing to watch. I was angry because I felt like here I am. Here's this work that I do. I help a ton of people. Mm-hmm. First of all, nobody ever told me upstairs wise, my wise, that she had cancer, that I couldn't stop it early. Beyond that, she still passed. It was like I had a lot of anger issues, and God wasn't listening because the prayers didn't work, and this is where it was. So a couple weeks after that, I go to get the mail. Heavy mail day. Pull it in, drop it on the floor, and this thing pamphlet literally opens up. And I pick it up, and it was from the Miraculous Medal, addressed to me. I didn't subscribe to it. I never made a donation to it. There were no. I went through over 200 mass cards that we got from my mother. No, none of them were enrollments to the Miraculous. I like analytical everything.
Yeah.
And when I looked at it, it was a thing that said she died with a smile on her face. I could have written the article. It was a 19-year-old boy who wrote an article saying that he prayed for his mother to be cured, was told that the cancer was going to be a negative type of, passing, but yet she passed with a smile on her face. And I just sat back and I went, all right, I get it. I didn't like it. I still hated it. And I still wish she was here today. But I still got that. I personally took that as a sign, and I don't really believe in coincidence. So
I do have one regret because you talk about watching your parent die. My dad was technically alive for like 18 hours. I watched him die. I don't recommend that. I don't recommend that to anybody.
What do you mean?
We were all there, when he was taking his last breath. He was in a deep, deep coma.
I do.
They pretty much kept him alive because we were, I was in Boston and other people were, here and there. So
are you going to tell me? Are you going to tell me you literally, honestly, would rather have had a phone call that said your dad's gone than?
Well, when I got the phone call in Boston, it was no doubt he was not going to make it.
But don't you feel some type of comfort that you had at least a chance to at least see him while he was somewhat still here?
No, because I can tell you this much: when I was in his room there, I looked at him and said, "He's not even there in any form." Like you just.
Well, wait a minute. The car might have been running.
Huh?
The car was running. The physical body is the vehicle. The car was running.
That's what I mean.
Right.
But
and the driver was out of the car.
Absolutely. I had
still in the room.
Yeah, but I had no doubt in my mind what I was looking at.
Right.
He had nothing to do with anymore. It
was
a weird feeling.
You don't find that somewhat comforting?
It was a weird feeling. There was an energy. It's hard to explain. There was an energy that was missing. It's like my dad is not in that body anymore. I mean, to put it in simple terms, I'm like,
the driver's out of the car.
This is really weird because he's still breathing and stuff with the help of machines. But then they take you, the deal. They take you off the machines and then you start breathing like a motherfucker.
Right.
Which is the weirdest thing.
You do the gasping and all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I just say how weird it is to be on a radio station and hear people curse?
No,
I'm like,
yeah, I know.
I'm sorry.
Every time I'm like,
yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, we don't dump out
it's like
here.
Buddy Hackett's coming through.
But no, that I do remember and I completely believe. What I was looking at in that room was my dad. Yeah, technically still alive, but he was so not part of that body. I have no doubt in my mind as far as that goes.
I've been with two people when they died. One who was older, so it took a real long time, and the other died, much more quickly and struggled. It was a disease. And when the person that was like, it took time for them to die, it seemed to me like the soul or spirit or life force, whatever, around the person was kind of pulling away for a while, a little bit at a time, just kind of flowing away and then gone.
Think about it as a tooth. When a child has a tooth that's loose.
Yeah.
That type of death is like the tooth get loose and it wiggles its way out slowly and slowly and slowly, as opposed to a tooth that gets knocked out.
Right.
Now, I was with another friend who I did not want to die at all, and we worked real hard and went, even to alternative medicines, stuff that we never would have done before. And when they passed away, looking at them, it was like the coat was left behind. Like everything that I knew about her was just gone. And it was just, her body was not her at all.
No, I have no doubt about that. Yeah. That I could tell you. The 11 thing, whatever, I really don't know. But no, he was not in that body.
Yeah.
But he did which even the person in the room, the nurse, was just amazed by.
What room number was he in?
I don't remember. I should look it up. I don't even want to know.
But I have an idea.
But my
11th floor.
My sister needed something. I mean, my older sister, not to get into it, but she definitely needed a little more
closure,
connection, like things were going to be okay. And my dad actually, raised his head and looked at her, really quick, really fast. But other people were there, witnesses, and then that was literally the only movement he made in 18 hours. And it was when she was in, and we all know she probably needed just a little more than any of us. And they're like, the doctors and nurses like, this is pretty much impossible, considering the injuries. There's no way this could happen, but it happened,
Well, I used to work in a hospital, and I was a phlebotomist.
You see some crazy things,
oh,
right?
I saw some amazing things. One of my favorite experiences in the hospital was I had to work a double shift drawing blood, and I went into the patient's room late at night, and it was a room that they kept me out of. I had a family member who also worked in the hospital, and she had gone in the room, and the woman looked like my mother, and she was dying from cancer in the same way that my mother did. So everybody said, let's keep John out of that. They didn't tell me, but let's keep him out of that room. Well, the night that I worked, I had to go draw her blood. Right. So I walked in, and I was a little startled because she really looked and resembled the way my mother would look, when she was sick. And as I walked over to the bed, her son could have been my age, sitting next to her in the chair. Nobody talked. She was like kind of medicated. I looked at him, and I nodded, and I drew the blood, and I was trying to be as delicate as possible. And I remember being angry that this woman had her blood being drawn because she was clearly dying. And I'm thinking, why are they drawing this woman's blood? Leave her alone, like that type of thing.
Right.
And I, taped her up, and I walked outside, and I said to the nurse, I was like, you know what, you should get the doctors to cancel these orders. They said, this is ridiculous. I said, clearly she's not going home. I said, I'm surprised her son didn't, throw me out of the room. And she goes, what son? I go, well, I'm assuming that's her son sitting next to her. And she goes, there's nobody in there. I go, yes, there is. I just came out of there. She goes, so did I. I go, well, then he's in the bathroom. So we both walk in.
Oh, man.
Open the bathroom. This kid was not in there. And she looked at me. She goes, you feeling okay? You need to go home? Now, nobody in the hospital knew at the time that I did this. And I was like, all right. And I remember right away I have to rationalize it. I was standing all the way at the end of one corridor. If this kid did walk out of that room, he's only two places he would have went. Nurse station, which I was now standing in front of, and he would have left, which meant the doors would have still been swinging because those were the big hospital doors. Right. Next morning, I had to be back at the hospital at 6 a.m. She died during the night. The nurse is back at 7. The woman's daughter comes to the hospital, and she said, I can't believe she wasn't here when I passed. I really wanted to be here. She says a couple other things, and she says to the nurse, I wanted to be here because I wanted to know if my mom would talk about my brother who passed. I was hoping that he'd be the person to greet her. And the nurse was like, you might want to talk to him.
If you've ever spent any time around dying people and all too, and I had this happen in my family, and they're always seeing and talking to people if they're, in that place, so you think, oh, they're hallucinating. You ever notice they're never talking to people who are alive now? You know what I mean? It's always like their father, their uncle, whatever, people that have been dead for 30, 40 years. But if you think it was just hallucinating...
Well, a medical professional will turn around and tell you it's because of their brain shutting down, that their long-term, their short-term memory is not good, and that's why they're digging deep into their memories.
They're hitting another part of their brain
and that's, to me, I don't buy that.
Right.
The other thing, working in the hospital, when I would walk into a patient's room, I would know who was going to pass because they'd be standing room only around the bed.
Really?
From the other side.
Can't tell. I got to get out of here, but can I leave with kind of a funny story?
Sure.
Because this is too
It's scary for you.
It's too deep.
Now's a fine time.
So we're at the funeral home, and we got my dad's thing going in one room, and I had to be there for 2 or 3 days. And to tell you the truth, I'm one of these guys. What sucks about someone dying that's close to you is dealing with everyone else's grief.
Right.
I hated that part of it. It's like, all right, I am really bummed out and depressed. I am way down here, and then you'd have other relatives that just make sure you're brought down to a much lower level, and you just want to punch them and go, look.
I call that the idiot zone.
All right. So, I think a lot of people can relate because I can handle it on my level, but there's so many people around that just say, fuck, screw that. I'll help Jonathan today. Screw that. We're bringing you to a much lower level, whatever. That was a side story, by the way. So we're at the funeral home, and there's other funerals going on, and wakes, and I'm bored. You do get bored. You're there for 2-3 straight days, so I start wandering around, and there was one room where there was a grandma at the front of the room, right?
Yeah.
And there was no one there because I guess their hours were done or coming up. And she was, your stereotypical grandma with the pearls and the nice dress on, and her hair was done like she just got out of the parlor, right? Looking real good and looking real dead.
Yeah.
And I decide, what the hell? I'm a pretty curious person, so I'm like, I'm going to go right up there and check this out. So I go
feel.
So I go right to the front, and I'm looking at this older lady that passed, right? All of a sudden, the lights go off, stay off for 2 seconds, and go back on. I'm like, oh my god. But in all fairness, it could be my family because I got a bunch of jokesters. They could have easily been, saw that I went in there and pulled a gag on me. No one has come forward to this day to tell me they were the ones that turned off the lights. But man, did I hightail it out of there like, what the heck was that?
I'd say it's a lady in the box. John Edward is in studio with us.
Jonathan, thanks.
Thank you, Opie.
We're wrapping up with you, too, because I know you got to go. But thanks so much for coming in. I didn't expect it to take this turn. It was a lot of fun, man.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate your time.
Yeah.
His new show, Cross Country, new series starts this Friday on Women's Entertainment Network, 10 p.m. in the East, 7 p.m. in the West. It's Cross Country with John Edward. You want to make sure you check this out this Friday. We'll be right back. It's the Ron and Fez Show.
Ron and Fez, XM 202.
Yeah, it's the Ron and Fez Show. That was a very weird first hour, huh, Fezzy?
Yeah, that was very odd.
Yeah. John Edwards, the psychic, was in with us for the past hour. He's got a TV show now on Women's Entertainment. You'll be at Network. You'll be able to see it this Friday at 10 o'clock. And it's John Edwards Cross Country. And he just drives around, I don't know, helping people, healing people. I don't know what it is. Here's the weird thing. As he was leaving, he said to his assistant, one more thing. He puts this in a sealed envelope and sends it back to us. Fez, read this envelope before I open it up.
All right. What it says on the envelope is Earl.
Earl, do you want me to read it on the air, or do you feel like this is something you want?
You can read it on the air. Definitely. Go for it.
Now that's weird.
This is weird. There's only one word on here. It just says Muni. Does that mean anything to you at all, Earl?
Oh, that freaks me out,
what
Earl.
What does Muni mean to you?
He was my friend and mentor.
Here is Kyle. Kyle, you're... Whoops, let's try it again. Kyle, you're on the Ron and Fez Show. How you doing, buddy?
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I've been listening to you guys for a long time since WNEW, and I'm just a little disappointed that you even gave him, like, the time of day. I mean, after him being called out for all the cold reading stuff, and, you know, he's just a scam artist.
You know, well, first of all, it's... here's the thing that I got from him. And, again, if you're going to call him out most of the time, you can also call out any spiritual person. Don't you agree?
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean? You'll call out any priest, or you'll call out any rabbi or whatever. So I'm not in the habit of doing that. But hold on, let me just explain. So there's no way I could say that he does have these abilities or he doesn't. But sitting in here with him, here's what I can tell you. My feeling is, I think he believes he does. I think that he believes in everything that he says.
You can see his eyes light up and stuff when Opie was saying his stories and things he went through.
Yeah.
You could just...
Yeah, but he's a performer. That's what he's supposed to do. I mean, you know, all he's doing is exploiting people.
I'm around performers all the time. I really am. And, you know what?
I don't know if Eastside Dave is a performer. I mean...
Eastside Dave is my fucking first trip into show business. So I've been doing this a long time. So I know a lot of, hypnotists. And I'm a fucking carny. I was a carny when I was a kid. So I know that gimmick. So at the same time, spiritual people use things to get money all the time. Priests, rabbis, whatever. You know what I mean? Part of that whole thing is making money. So I'm not giving any of them a benefit. But I think sitting in here with him, I think he believes what he says. I don't think that he thinks he's a carny.
Yeah, no, I mean, I hear you. You know, I imagine that's true, but I don't know. I think I'm just surprised you guys didn't,
I'm surprised that you, I would be surprised that you would think, for the way that we do the show, right, that you think that we would try to shut the thing down instead of spending the time learning something about him and also learning something about Opie, where Opie's being real open and he's never done that before. But if you take the attitude of, this is all bullshit, then you don't get to sit there and hear Opie's story of a whole side of Opie that you've never probably even seen before, right?
No, that was interesting. I thought you'd maybe question him a little more.
This is what I'm trying to fucking explain to you. I know that we don't have the full connection with this audience the way we did with the NEW audience. But just because you're going with a bit, it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. You're attempting to draw people out, not shut them down and turn into a screaming match. What you want to do is test, move back and forth. Personally, I found the whole thing that Opie was in here talking about a side of him that I had never heard before being a fan of the Opie and Anthony show, that, it's not the type of thing that I would have been able to draw out of him. But I think that he wanted to talk a little bit about this and was hoping Edwards had some kind of answers. Did he? I didn't see any, but that didn't stop the fucking human angle that Opie had going, which I found fascinating.
Yeah, that was just incredibly interesting, all the stories Opie was telling.
But, I got to tell you, there's, we're going on this vacation, and we got to come back and look into us, because I'm not sure, and I don't think it's just a hayseed angle, but I'm not sure everybody gets us here on XM Fez. I don't think that they get the show yet.
It makes you wonder when you get calls like that.
Here is Eric. Eric, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, I was wondering if you guys heard about that book that was wrote about all these guys that, they more or less have part of their audience are just people to kind of feel out everybody.
Well, here's the thing. You want to believe. People want to believe. It's why they go to church. That's why, does anybody really want to lose the connection with their parents or their brother or their kids?
But now with what Opie was saying,
yeah,
I was waiting for him to say, "It's still real to me, damn it."
See, this is what I'm talking about, of losing the connection. And there's we're used to a comedic angle coming back from our audience that I don't think we've connected with yet. I don't know, it's because Fez has been sick for a while, or the phones have been down, or maybe Fez and I haven't connected on that level, or because the phones are fucking up, we haven't connected with you guys on that level. But we're going to get it. We're going to strive for it and get it. What do you think it is, Fez?
I just have the feeling that it's people just not understanding.
Yeah, but it's got to be our fault. We have to take the responsibility. We're the performers here. Hey, Mohawk, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, buddies. I just wanted to say that was probably one of the most interesting radio interviews that I've heard in a very long time, and I really want to thank Earl for not fucking up John Edwards' plug and really ruining the moment.
You didn't fuck up his plug. That is true, Earl.
I was shocked that his show actually debuts this Friday on We.
And Fez only read the plug, I think, at the end of the interview because he's so... Did you get that? Did you find that out, too?
I think he did it right at the end.
Yeah.
You got me gun shy.
Because he's so nervous about you. Because normally you'll have Fez read something like this. John Edwards, you're on HBO, and you'll fight all comers in the octagon. And then he'll be like, no, I'm not.
No, it's not HBO, and I don't fight.
Oh.
Thank you, Earl.
Muni.
That's?
Does anyone else hear that?
When I went back, Earl had the big stymie ice. He was just fucking totally petrified during that interview. And afterwards, you were pretty shaken up, huh?
Yeah, I mean, it was just a combination of things. Like, the one thing that really shook me up was when you mentioned when people are, like, I guess, on their way to die, and they're talking to people that are no longer alive. That reminded me of my grandmother. She was just having this conversation with her husband, who's been dead for 35 years or whatever it was, and she was just having, like, this, it was almost an ongoing conversation about whatever, I don't know what it was, but that's what my father told me as she was dying.
This was her last words. This was his grandmother's last words.
White people are so scared of black people.
What do you think she meant by that, Fez? Where was she going?
I think she was trying to give us all a message, black and white.
Here is, let's go to Shane. Shane, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, buddy.
Hey, I love the Ron and Fez. Hey, listen, you guys, I'm surprised that guy didn't, like, dabble into electronic voice phenomenon, the EVP. Put any stock in that? You believe in that or what?
I don't understand why that would come through. I don't understand how you would be able to hear from the dead with any kind of radio receiver.
Right. It just seems like...
And I got news for you. I mean, I can't find any sense at all in being able for the dead to have any interest in whatever happens here, if there even is an afterlife.
Yeah, you saw White Noise?
Yeah, of course.
Did you? Did you watch the? I watched the special features afterwards, and they had like
Damn
real
these DVDs.
people doing it.
Yeah, if you want to believe, go ahead, bro.
Nah, I was just asking if you guys did, that's all.
For me, I just don't understand. Again, why radio? Why wouldn't it show up on a TV where you're just seeing angels on TV?
Just start writing. See a pen start floating by.
Here is Amanda. Amanda, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hi, Amanda.
Yeah.
Hi, how are you?
Good, honey.
Thank you for taking my call. I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for doing this interview because it's nice to see that the comedic side and the funny side, I mean, that you guys can also get down to real things that actually people are dealing with in real life. And, you know, I lost my father not too long ago, and I absolutely felt that today in your show, and it's nice to see that side.
Well, you know, everybody's had that kind of loss, but, you know, to get back to the other guy who wanted us to just shut it down, Opie came in here kind of not actually believing, but looking for something. Why you want to shoot that down in your friends is beyond me.
Totally. I totally agree because it's very hard to open up that pain because it just, you know, when you've lost someone so close to you, it's just really hard to open it up. And it's nice to be able to maybe think that maybe there is something, some way that you can hear or feel or just have that sense about you.
All right. Thank you very much, darling. I understand. Fez, anybody you'd want to speak to on the other side?
Yeah, there was a friend of mine that I knew when I was younger. She passed away. She was really young. I would always like to check in and see how she's doing.
If I could talk to anybody on the other side, it would be you.
I'm on this side.
Now, I mean, you know it's touch and go with you. And what I'm trying to say is I want to open that up now. Why it looks like it probably isn't going to be a long life for you. And I want to keep that connection open.
I will do my best to connect with you, but I think I'm going to be on this side for quite a while. At least I'm hoping to.
Well, every time I hear a bell ring, I'll think that you're getting some kind of angel blowjob.
I'm going to have to start finding bells to ring around you.
Do you expect that many? Really?
Well, if it's heaven.
Sure. Hey, Geg, you're on Ron and Fez.
I was impressed that you actually had somebody on the show that had won such a great award. I mean, South Park gave him biggest douchebag in the universe.
You know it's a cartoon, right?
Yeah, and it's a cartoon that at least they had the guts to give the guy some shit. I mean, you guys, you're doing a promo for a show that's going to be on Wii. Come on.
What is your point? That we should have fucking attacked the guy?
No, you should have. Yeah, you should have brought him in, got him comfortable, and then said, "Come on, what the fuck's going on?"
We actually did that without calling them names. We sat here and had him work out the thing with Opie. If you could have seen fucking Opie's face, you would have seen you had a friend who was looking for something. And if you want us to be dicks, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Arkansas.
Wow. If you want us to be dicks all the time, you know, who doesn't fucking do that show? Every fucking shock jock at every small town morning show in America is doing that. It doesn't take any talent to call people assholes. It's not interesting.
And the other thing is, Opie is one of the biggest cynics that I know, and he came in with an open mind and looking for answers.
Yeah, but, you know, and it doesn't mean that he left with any belief system, but that is the human thing. All of us don't know what the hell we're doing here. Anyone who's sitting around trying to work on spirituality or religion is searching. The guy was fucking searching a little bit. I found it cool, personally. Doesn't mean I put anything over. Here's Tom. Tom, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, guys. For the record, I just want to say never dumb down your show. You guys have the genius that is your show. But what I was going to say is, well, I throw that out, Jeff. I just saw a UFO up in the sky here in Connecticut. I just want to, you know, let that out there.
So what's your point? Stay on the line sometimes. Now, Fezzy, UFOs, do you believe? Do you not believe?
I believe in UFOs.
Now, I don't believe in UFOs, but if somebody came in here and said they saw a UFO, I would not be calling the guy an asshole. I would not be calling him a jerk-off or a liar. I would try to find out what he thought about UFOs and what he was into. That would be the point of it.
Yeah, wouldn't you rather hear the story?
Even if it was the craziest fucking story in the world. The only people that I'm going to say shut up to is my friends. I'm not going to do that with somebody that we can pull more material out of. I'll say shut up to Eastside Dave because I could see in his eyes that he's working a gimmick. That's the one I would say shut up to. Here's Andrew. Andrew, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ron.
Yeah.
Hey, Fez. I just can't believe that people are calling in complaining about this. This interview, it was about Opie. It was about Opie coming in and opening up and talking in a way that he doesn't talk on a show. Opie's our buddy, and they want to kill him. Why
that was the coolest part.
Here's the thing. If Opie hadn't come in here, I understand that the interview would have went in a way different way. But we were all sitting here going, this is a side of Opie we never saw before. It's kind of, it's almost like your friend shows up at your house and says, hey, I got a weird story to tell you. You're not going to fucking rush him out of it. You're going to stay with it. But again, the thing is, with this show, Fezzy, and I know it hasn't been very long, and maybe I put the NEW thing out there more, but I felt like it was more of a community with you people. Like there was a give and take, and people got us. Now, when we were at JFK, let's face it, we were on our own. We did not fucking even look to the left or look to the right. But we came back here, and we were looking for more of that NEW feeling. Earl, why don't you give us the big Stevie Wonder song so we can probably try to show people that outsider's feeling. Show them what we're talking about.
Good. No good. Good. I like the bun.
How could I be the man when jiggled?
One breath away and there you will be.
Bon Jovi fan since day one.
And carefree.
That's the Ron Hall genius.
You will see.
Yeah, I like girls better than you boys.
In time. So go.
I used to actually watch Rainbow Bright. Look, she was hot in that little skirt and the belt.
Away into that way back when.
I didn't feel anything. I have no pain whatsoever in my stomach, my ribs, or anything like that.
I want them pants!
I eat my own poo.
He'd always storm in the room and kick everything over and call me a faggot. I don't know what. I guess I just look like a faggot. You know, I'm a faggot son. Oh, that's easy. He's a big fag. If a woman would have done that to me, I would have kicked her right in the seat. You ever did that to me? I'd pop out your eye and skull after you.
I drink my own pee. By the way, how's Uncle Fester doing?
You're gay. I have gay feelings. I was blacked out, and you guys blindfolded me, moved girls out of the studio, and brought the gay guys. I go up to the guys they want to make out. You must be gay.
Spy Report. Al's gay.
I hate that Kenny Allen kid. No! Wait! I'm the one who says things.
Here's Pete Johnson Jr. with your Mad Minute. I'm doing the best I can. How am I supposed to write a paper at the end of the semester about this? Al doesn't care about me. Ron and Fez don't care about me. I just need a little bit of support, but I'm just not getting it. Maybe a little bit of help. I'm really trying. I'm doing the best I can. I just went on this internship to learn, and I'm getting nothing out of it.
And I'm your announcer, Mikey D.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh yeah. Oh yes. Oh.
I got 9 pricks in my chin.
My chest. Can't breathe.
All right, there it is. That's the community that obviously we're looking for at all times. Fezzi, I heard the Stevie Wonder. Nobody did the theme from The Outsiders last night on American Idol. I was very, very disappointed.
That would have been the way for some of those contestants to go because a lot of trouble nailing the Stevie Wonder on Idol.
I thought overall, some of them, the ones that tried to do the early Stevie Wonder stuff were fine. But everyone that tried to do the whole Ribbon of the Sky era, that's, he actually went, adult contemporary. About what year would you say Stevie Wonder kind of made that switch, Earl?
About 84, 85.
Right.
Around that time.
So when you're 17 or 18 years old, Fezzi, you're not going to be singing music that is suited to be sung and listened to by 40 and 50-year-old people.
When the Chicken Little did Part-Time Lover, I was just about done last night.
Well, you realize that he is the type of guy who's going to have some pussy on the side that nobody can find out how to get to.
Can I say this with that Kevin kid? The joke has gone on long enough. He is believing now that he is the sex symbol that everyone has teased him about being.
Only you and Simon want to point the truth out to him. Everybody else. Here's what always kills me, too. When the uncool people act like they're making fun of the uncool. You know, when somehow Paula and the fat black guy act like, hey, look at him, he's nerdy. It makes me want to laugh.
Now, I don't know if I heard this wrong last night. Last night, when Chicken Little was done singing Part-Time Lover, and they were giving his comments, Randy Jackson said, and you're wearing makeup. Did that kid drop the F-bomb and say, fucking pretty? Because that's exactly what it sounded like to me.
I didn't pick up on that at all.
I played it back a couple times on the TiVo.
You got the tape with you now?
I got an audio tape in my bag if they can grab it for later on in the show.
Grab it from them, and let's take a listen to this. But, so you claim that Little Chicken Little, I don't know what his name is.
Kevin Kovasi or something like that?
Give me Kovasi. Give me your radio psychic, Fez.
Radio psychic. Radio psychic.
Who's going home tomorrow?
You know what? It should be Chicken Little, but he got smart mouth with Simon. That's going to save him. It's going to be the girl who forgot the words, the Tampa girl, Melissa.
I'm going to go in a different direction. I'm going to pick Bucky Covington to finally just say to America,
no!
Yeah, goodbye, everybody. I'm on my way out. Pat. Hey, Pat, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, Ronnie.
Yeah.
Fezzy. You know when they were talking about picking songs, I was waiting for that Salt and Pepper guy to pick. I just called and just wail his head like Stevie Wonder back and forth like a blind idiot.
Yeah, he does nothing but impressions. A matter of fact, did you see it last night, Earl?
No, I missed it last night.
He did In the City, which is my favorite fucking Stevie Wonder song. And
not the easiest song to sing either.
No, and he did pretty good because the kid is almost like a professional impersonator. The kid is just always on top of it, being able to sing like whoever he's trying to. Now, how you're going to have a hit record being a cover band, I have no idea how that's going to work out for him.
Hey, Ronnie, can I say one more thing?
Yeah, go ahead, buddy.
Hey, I'm a new listener since XM. I get the show. I love it. You guys are fucking great, and I like to kiss your ass. Bye.
You know what? I don't want anybody to kiss ass, and that's not what we're not even looking for worship. But there's the times that you want the callers to be part of the show. All right, listen to this song. This is maybe the greatest song of all time. And if it was up to me, this would be our national anthem.
In hot time, Mississippi, surrounded by four walls that ain't so pretty. His parents give him love and affection to keep him strong, moving in the right direction, giving just enough for the city.
How did you think he did with this last night, Fez?
Like they kept saying last night, it's karaoke night. Taylor Hicks finally got to play a blind guy like he's been doing the entire season.
What about Ray Charles? He's playing him.
Living just enough.
All right, here's somebody backing you up, Fez. Here's Jeff. Jeff, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, what's going on, fellas? What's happening, fellas?
Yeah.
Go ahead, buddy.
Yeah, I think Chicken Little did drop the F-bomb. For sure he did.
You know, I thought he said, after the makeup comment, I thought his comment back was, fucking pretty. And then,
he did.
And then when he went to stand with Ryan, there was actually a dump out where there was a dead moment of silence in the show, like he'd done it again.
I agree with you completely. I was watching it, and I was like, he did say that.
But never are they dirty. Living just enough for the city. Our brother smart, he's got more sense than meaning. His patience long, but soon he won't have any. To find a job is like a haystack needle, 'cause where he lives
Ryan, you're on Ron and Fez. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, buddies, that's not the national anthem. That's the Earl Douglas family anthem.
Earl, was this big with your parents?
No, Stevie was like
God,
a member of the family.
Did you see this last night?
Unfortunately, I missed it. I had no idea Stevie was going to be on the show.
Stevie walked out, and these little kids were just crying their eyes out, just seeing him. And one kid, the great Bucky Covington, stuck his hand out to shake it, and then kind of got stuck in the, I'm trying to get a blind person to realize my hand is out.
Like when the president waved at him.
So who you sending home? The girl that I'm always surprised she's on the show. She's such a nothing.
Yeah, she just made the cut of the final 12.
Yeah.
Melissa from Tampa. She forgot her lyrics last night
Now,
on Lately.
You didn't think that kind of made you feel like people were going to like her a little bit? Like, oh, I'm going to get behind her?
No, I thought just the opposite. That it, like, sealed her fate. Like, everyone's like, she just barely made the cut. She shouldn't be there at all.
Hey, Jackson, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, there was something crazy going on with that Melissa chick last night because she missed her lyrics. And then at the end of the show where they do the recap of all the different people, they give you the theater so you can remember whose number is which.
Yeah.
They showed her singing, and she had the lyric correct. So they, at some point during a commercial, must have let her re-sing the song. And she had mentioned that she had to do a quick song change, so they must have screwed her over during the week or something and gave her a second chance.
Man, I'm missing all these things that you guys are saying. Now, you know what? I do agree. It's tough to sing Stevie Wonder songs. It's not an easy thing. Next week, they're doing Iron Maiden. Everybody's doing a different Iron Maiden song. And I honestly do think, Fezzy, it's going to go easier for them.
Well, some of the rockers, at least, I would hope.
Yeah.
That Paris, she'll have a little trouble on Iron Maiden night.
Here's Ken. Ken, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, man, it's a fact. The kid dropped the F-bomb, and I really believe that the producers of that show, whether he gets the votes or not, are definitely going to drop that kid tonight. Ramon, get Fezzy a cock!
Unless you're Jim Norton. Don't do that joke anymore. Hey, Jimmy Norton is going to be out tonight, Fezzy, at the Stress Factory.
That's going to be Project Graduation Benefit, Stress Factory, New Brunswick, New Jersey. You can make reservations 732-545-HA-HA.
It's Norton and Florentine. It's Project Graduation Benefit. Check out FoundryMusic.com, FoundryMusic.com. But that's a fun night to sit around and see those two guys. In a club setting, Fez.
Yeah, and that starts tonight at 8 o'clock at the Stress Factory.
Here is Fred. Fred, you're on Ron and Fez.
2627, buddy.
Hey, buddy.
Hooah! Was it me, or did Paula seem extra high last night? Like, just totally whacked out.
I wouldn't say extra high, but the 2-hour shows is too long for her to keep it all together.
All right, take it easy, Clarky.
All right, take it easy, Clarky. We are waiting right now because Fezzy claims the F-bomb was dropped last night. Now, I didn't hear it from anybody else, and I haven't seen it online or anything, so it must have really been a mumble, and you're not even 100% sure, Fez.
I'm not 100% sure on this. I kept rewinding it to see if that's what he actually said, because to me, I'm like, wow, it caught my ear, but that can't possibly be what he said, and they didn't, do some sort of dump, on the live TV show.
It's a live show. I've never heard him say they were on any kind of delay before.
So,
not all shows are on delays.
But the other thing was, I couldn't figure out if it wasn't the F word, what was it? What could it have been?
Here's Adam, you're on Fez.
Hey, guys.
Hey, buddy.
I was saying what y'all thought about Melissa. She's the one that's going to get kicked off. I think they prematurely kicked Ayla off. The girl from Massachusetts, I think, should have been better for the long haul.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I can't get in this deep. I normally just say the fat black girl, the girl with the big cans, the hillbilly who's ready to fuck. Can't think of her name right now.
Pickler.
But, yeah. There are so many kids out there with so much talent. Ballhead is unbelievable.
Chris.
Yeah, fucking Train Track Teeth is phenomenal. No, I meant the other one.
Oh.
The one who looks like young Springsteen.
Elliot.
The one who looks like young Springsteen. Here is Frank. Frank, you're on Ron and Fez. How you doing, buddy?
Hey.
Yeah.
I just told me to hold on.
Now you're on the air, but thank you. Here is Rob. Rob, you're on Ron and Fez.
Buddies, what's up?
Yeah.
The chick Pickler, man. I mean, seriously, how dumb is she?
It's just a gimmick, my friend.
I know, but I can't take it. It just got to the point last night where is she really this dumb, you know?
Did you notice that the audience loves her, though, that she'll do the dumb country girl joke? And really, that's as old as country music, to act like you're so far in the sticks that you never heard of a fork before. Those people have loved that stuff forever.
All she needs to do is come out with a hat on and a price tag hanging off of it, and she's got the total country comedy package.
I think she should have the price tag hanging off her twat and leave it at that. Here, this is what's for sale, America. Who will buy?
They're not going to let her do that.
All right, let's take a break here, Fezzy. When we get back, we'll try to hear this F-bomb being dropped on American Idol. So far, you're the only person who's heard it.
It was Chicken Little last night, Kevin Covase from American Idol. Right while he was getting his comments from Randy Jackson, he says the term fucking pretty.
Yeah. We'll be right back, Ron and Fez Show.
Ron and Fez, XM 202.
I got you. You thought I didn't see you now, didn't you? You tried to sneak by me now, didn't you? Now give me what you promised me. Give it here. Come on. Good God.
Fez Show. Fezzy feels like he's dropping a bomb on us by saying the F-bomb got dropped last night on American Idol.
Yeah, I thought the kid known as Chicken Little, when they were asking him about wearing makeup, I'm thinking he said fucking pretty.
All right, here is Steve. Steve, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, buddies.
Yeah.
Hey, after reviewing the video that I'm watching right now, he said, looking pretty.
Looking pretty. I can see how Fez could make that mistake. We have audio coming in from that in just a little bit, though. Here is Joe. Joe, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, buddies.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if anybody caught that chick with the dark hair who looked like she was wearing that maternity dress last night.
Yeah.
Her tit pops out right as Simon gives her little compliment.
Nipple as well?
No nipple, but a pretty good boob shot.
But unless you're getting nipple, that's not the tit. In terms of what you could get in trouble for, it's the nipple that brings down the fire.
Right.
Yeah. All right, so I'll take a look at that. I'm not sure, but I thought there was a moment last night where I could see Bucky Covington's ball. And then it seemed like it bounced out and then went back in. So, Fez, you have this TiVo'd?
Yeah.
Go in and watch.
Oh, I will. I'll be looking.
Sure. Now, whatever happened to the people that used to try to... Remember, like, a couple years ago, they tried to keep the fat, bald-headed guy on as long as they could?
Oh, that's right, yeah.
And I think it was called, like, the worst show win, or...
Vote for the worst.
Pick the worst, or something like that. So we got to find out if they're still around this year and who they're getting behind. Matt, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey.
Yeah.
I have a theory as to why Kelly Pickler will never win this contest. If you remember last year in the top three, it was Vanessa, Bo Bice, and the girl who ended up winning. And the judges picked their songs for the last performance or something. Yeah. Well, they gave Bo Bice some amazing rock tune by the Rolling Stones. I forget what it was. And Carrie Underwood got, one of the greatest country songs of all time. Again, I forget what it was. Yeah. But Vanessa, the black girl, got some idiotic 70s soul tune.
They told her to sing Patty Cake, and that's not fair.
They can't do a lot with that.
Well, we'll see.
Well,
she's an idol. She could.
Because she was like Fantasia, who won the year before, and they didn't want to have another black girl win.
Yeah,
so
and
they
that's why,
actually
I mean,
sabotaged her performance.
my pick right now, if I had to do a
Spy Report. Spy Report.
is Mandingo. I think she's fabulous. Her only problem is she's very large.
That's Mandisa. Mandisa, that they had to pry her shoes off of her last night.
They didn't pry him off. He had him off in seconds.
Ryan Seacrest had to get like a big giant thing like he was shoeing a horse. Take her to a blacksmith to get that fixed.
God, you're cruel.
And then after they peeled her shoes off of her, she's performing. All I can see is those big giant stank feet. I can't pay attention to her performance whatsoever.
All right, let's take a listen. We just got this. Fez claims that the F-bomb was dropped on American Idol last night. Let's take a listen.
And dude, you're wearing makeup.
I am.
Oh my God.
Looking pretty, right? Yeah, I like it.
No, he said looking pretty.
He did not say fucking pretty.
No, he said looking pretty. Let's listen again.
Yeah, listen closely this time, Ron.
And dude, you're wearing makeup.
I am.
Oh my God.
Looking pretty, right? Yeah, I like it.
Looking pretty. Yeah, I like it. Earl, what did you hear?
I thought I heard looking pretty.
Yes, it's not even close.
That little foul mouth got it past everyone. Listen again.
Yeah.
And dude, you're wearing makeup.
I am.
Oh my God.
Looking pretty, right? Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, no one say fucking pretty. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, he slipped it past him.
But I did think I heard him say the N-word at one point.
He was getting reviewed by Randy at that juncture of the show.
By the way, we have Randy on right now. Randy, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Yeah, it's votefortheworst.com is that website.
Who are they pushing this year? Do you know?
Every week they change it. So
okay.
they're going for the worst every week.
All right, so go take a look at that, Dave, and come running in here. Come rushing back. So it's votefortheworst.com. I didn't know they changed it every week. I thought that they would take somebody and stick with them and try to get them to win.
Yeah, just someone that's just obnoxiously bad. Like Chicken Little, the foul-mouthed kid.
Oh. I like them all. I like them all. Right now, Mandingo is my favorite, but so many of them.
Mandisa.
What? You know, ever notice this, Fez? I don't spend all my time correcting you. I'm there backing you up.
But that is the girl's name, the large girl.
So?
Mandisa.
I got bad copy. Look. Earl,
you've got to double check things.
Fat?
Earl, were you a little scared in here with John Edwards today?
Very.
Yeah. What are you afraid of? The afterlife?
Just I don't know, like spirits, and that's just something that's totally beyond me.
Would you ever do this? I do believe in ghosts. I do believe in ghosts.
Earl refused to watch the copy of the John Edwards show that got sent to him.
All right, here, Vote for the Worst, they are picking Chicken Little. They are going with the boy who yelled out, looking pretty.
So it's votefortheworst.com, and underneath the name Kevin Kovas to vote to keep in, it's don't worry, Pickler, if Kevin goes home, we'll be back.
What's that mean?
Like, if Kevin Kovas goes home, Chicken Little gets voted out, Pickler's next.
To be picked on?
To be the worst.
Which is good news, right? If you're voted the worst by them, it means they'll vote for you, right?
Yeah, because vote's a vote.
Okay, so what they do is try to find the worst person every week, then vote for him to screw up the show. Hey, Stanky, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, yeah, listen, I just wanted to know what else is in Fezzy's bag.
Aspirin.
I didn't get the gimmick. Where was he going, Fez?
I have no idea.
Well, no, I mean, they had to go through Fezzy's bag to get the tape, and I just wondered, what else might be in there.
Fez, what else is in your bag?
Let's see what's in there. I got a couple CDs, breakfast bars, a DVD, and aspirin.
Rob, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, buddies, what's going on? Fez,
Hey.
I have a question for you. Ryan Seacrest supposedly dating Terry Hatcher. Does that sound like his version of his fiancée from Niagara Falls?
No, he might be if Terry Hatcher suddenly grew a set of balls and a cock. Then he would be interested. And I think that can happen.
Gotcha.
First of all, I never dug Terry Hatcher until I heard this molestation story. And now I'm like, Terry, there's something about you. something that intrigues me.
The rumor on that one was that it was George Clooney that drove her to revealing this story.
George Clooney playing bad games with her, brought it all back?
Yeah, George Clooney dates her, leaves her, breaks her heart. She's so devastated, she starts talking about abuse.
He banged her once wearing the Batman suit, which you can't blame him. He said he wanted protection. Complete rubber suit. Hey, Sterling, you're on Ron and Fez.
Story?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Scott, the reason they wanted Scott to win is because he was convicted of domestic violence, and they wanted to have a wife beater to win American Idol.
That would actually be kind of fun.
I thought it to be hysterical. That's why I voted for him.
Yeah. So you stick with this site? You try to vote for the worst?
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah.
It's the best way. It's the only reason why that show's interesting, so.
Thank you very much. Everyone acts like they hate the show, but they watch the son of a bitch. It's a very odd show. Very weird all the way around.
Yesterday, President Bush, he met up with the autistic kid, the teenager, who was the hero of his basketball game when he got put in the last 4 minutes and was able to shoot 6 3-pointers.
All right, this is crazy. Why? I was just handed this picture. Why is President Bush holding the kid's head on a stick?
That is bizarre to me. Apparently, that's like what the basketball fans do at this high school.
But the kid is like making some kind of crazy look.
Yeah, it just looks like I've got a crazy retard mask that I'm holding up. Like President Bush is going to hold it up to his own face and try to make everyone guess who's who.
It's like a scream mask.
So, and the kid is, you can see in the picture, just clamped on to President Bush's arm.
Well, this kid, in 4 minutes, he had 6 3-pointers, 20 points in 4 minutes. You got to love the kid. He's the autistic genius. What is it? An idiot savant.
I was looking at this when President Bush met him on the runway there in Rochester, and the look on President Bush's face where he's just thinking, how soon can I wrap this up? How quickly can this end?
Why was he even meeting with him? What did he hope to get out of it?
I have no idea. He goes, they were asking him, did you see the story on TV? And he's like, yeah, I saw it. And then one of the reporter goes, did you see it on TV or did someone have to show it to you?
Really? What did the president say?
He goes, I believe someone showed it to me. He goes, I get kind of busy, being president and all.
Right. Although I do know that he watched Pardon the Interruption, and they showed it on there quite a bit.
But the president has a look on his face in this picture like, why does this kid smell like cheese?
Why don't I do this? Let's see who can shoot better. We get a game of rat going with the president and the retard.
He heard the kid was autistic. He's thinking, I can paint better than him. I know I can. That's going through his head in that picture.
Mr. President, that's not artistic, it's autistic.
Right. I can do sculpture, too. He's just looking at this kid and thinking, he is breaking my arm with his superhuman strength. Where is the Secret Service? Someone get this kid off of me.
Was he squeezing him hard?
Oh, yeah. It was big, crazy, retarded kid hug, and then the kid kind of clamped him under the arm and wouldn't let go. Our president is bruised.
That's why you can't let them hold a baby.
No, because they don't know their own strength, and they're just going to squeeze and squeeze, thinking they're loving it.
They don't know their own superhuman strength, my friend. Superhuman strength.
Yeah. The president, he's sitting there holding that picture in his hand, thinking, this mask is going to kill on Halloween. This is going to be great.
Just going out as the autistic shooter.
I think everyone will know who I am.
Yeah.
He gets that mad. I'm sure he didn't give it back to him. He's thinking, I am going to scare the hell out of Cheney with this thing.
When have you ever seen the president holding a mask of any kind? This has got to be another presidential first.
Yeah, it makes no sense whatsoever that this is handed to him, and he's holding it proudly as he's meeting with his family. He's so excited that he has got this scary mask of this autistic kid screaming.
Here is fucking Eddie. Fucking Eddie, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, Dig, Ronnie.
Yeah.
Hey, that autistic retard kid, whatever. I mean to dog him out, but do you see that video? Those other guys are letting him shoot. They stayed away from him like he had cancer or something, and they just let him drip. Like his teammates gave him the ball and like, go for it.
Well,
And
what
they
do you
stayed
want to
away
be?
from it.
The guy who slapped one back in the retard's face? That's nothing to be proud of. But the thing is, the kid's still hitting
gotta play the
3-pointers.
game to win.
Yeah, he's still hitting 3-pointers. You can't take that away from him. I
No,
mean, to
he
me,
practices that all day.
if the kid hit, they all practice it all day. And in the pros, how many guys you see hit 6 3-pointers in a row?
None of them since Jordan, maybe.
Yeah.
And it was nothing but net too. It wasn't like off the backboard. It wasn't off the eye. I mean, he was.
That kid was fucking smoking.
He was on fire.
He was
Laser
Choo-Choo
vision.
Charlie. That was Choo-Choo Charlie shooting out there. Here's Ryan. Ryan, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ron, Fez.
Yeah.
I just wanted to remind you about your football team of all retards. You might want to think about expanding over to basketball as well.
Well, what are we going to do about foul trouble? I can't imagine. We're going to have at least four of them in foul trouble in the first 4 minutes of every game.
Yeah, I mean, how many hacked fouls are going to get? I mean,
And then the other thing, if you piss yourself on the football field, no one knows it. You've pissed yourself on a basketball court and the other team slipping and sliding. I don't want any part of it. I mean, Fez, it's up to you. If you want an all mongoloid basketball team, run with it. But this time, I'm not following you, my friend. I'm not heading down that crazy path with you.
We're in this together.
and how many T's they're going to rack up when they argue with the refs?
Yeah.
Well, the problem is, the autistic kids, they all go into their own world where it's like autism, I think, is different for every kid that has it. So you would have to try to find basketball savants to go with this.
See, I don't really know much about autism. I just know Rain Man.
Right.
Which somebody, I forget who it was, one of the channels was doing a documentary on the guy that they based Rain Man on. And the fucking preview was unbelievable. He could read a book and be able to quote it back to you 25 years later, only after reading it once. But he wouldn't get the story.
Right.
He gets the words, but he doesn't understand. Like, he could memorize all the poems in the world, but he doesn't get what they're trying to say. Ryan, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, buddies.
Buddy.
I was reading online. This kid shot like 6 of 16 from the floor in a fucking high school game where they don't have a shot clock in 4 minutes.
No. There wasn't
Kid's a ball
any.
hog.
It was. Well, first of all, you can't expect an autistic kid to dish. Let's face that. But I had thought that he'd only missed one three-pointer, and then the rest of the time he shot.
No, they edited all that out to make the kid look like he's Kobe Bryant out there.
All right, Earl, give me the backup. Who's right?
Well, his first shot was an air ball.
Yeah, his first shot was an air
Missed
ball.
by 15 feet.
And then he hits the next 6. I'll fucking take it with anybody. I'd take that with Kobe. Take the occasional air ball. And you know what? If you're hitting 20 points in 4 minutes, and all you give a fuck is the guy doesn't have any assists, come on. You're ball busting out there now. I'll have somebody else pick up the assist record. I'm feeding the waterhead until he lets me down. Maybe I will go with you on this team, Fezzy.
Thank
Maybe
you.
just to prove it can be done. Matty, you're on Ron and Fez.
What's up, boys? How are you?
Yeah.
Hey, check it out, man. You're a D-plus student, and you're labeled autistic. That means the whole fucking Detroit Public School League is autistic.
That's not why he's autistic. Don't confuse autistic and stupid. It's two different things.
He was already autistic. Stupid just came with it.
Hey, Stretch, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yo, Earl, is this our generation's Larry Bird?
Earl, do not start your racism on this. Not on the autistic kid, not on Maskey.
I'm not saying a word.
And you ever notice this, though? You never see the president meeting with any black athletes. First retard that can shoot the ball. Suddenly now he's interested in basketball after all these years.
Now he's ready to be a fan and start waving retard faces around.
Tell him to put that down. I swear to God, it looks like he cut the head off a retard. He's carrying it around.
Yeah, check out this shot. This is one of the big hug. Here.
I got so scared it was Milokovic. I'm like, what has he done? Here is Aaron. Aaron, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yo, what's up, Ronnie? Miss Coked Up Ron.
Yeah, well, he could be back after today.
Yeah, that autistic kid from
Fucking
Rain
stroll
Man.
away. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, that autistic kid from Rain Man. He can actually read one eye on the left side, and his right eye will read the right side of the page.
He can read both pages at the same time, just zipping down.
Amazing.
But he's not reading. If you really think about it, he's just seeing the words, and more or less it's like you feed something in the computer, and his brain is like Google. He can bring it up. But it's not like Google could tell you what something actually means. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. There's no functioning process there, where it's like, yeah, he can do the memorization. He's got the photographic memory, but there's no use to it. There's no living in the regular world.
There's no critical mind, which is what gives us humanness. You know what I mean? When we go, this song is good, this painting is good, this one's not good, this one's not, then we start to understand art. But if we're just spitting it back out, it's just, just sad. Kenny, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, the autistic kid.
Yeah.
Getting kind of sick of hearing about the kid.
Why's that?
Just because, I see him on 60 Minutes.
He
see him on my local news. See him all month, past couple of months.
Well, my friend, get ready for this roller coaster ride, because Disney and other producers are looking to do this kid's story as a movie.
Yeah, it's crazy. And didn't he meet Bush yesterday?
Yes, that's what we're talking about. It's called Shootout at Retard Junction, and Disney, I believe they're going to have a terrific hit with this. Who would play this kid? Fez? Any chance you could play younger?
I would be willing to shave the beard. He does look like Leonardo DiCaprio in Basketball Diaries, though.
Or that other retard movie is probably what you're thinking.
Oh, maybe Gilbert Grape, yeah.
Hi, Gilbert. I would not mind saying this film.
Oh, I'll check this out. Airtard? I am in.
He's not retarded, Fez. He's autistic.
Well, air autistic doesn't sound good.
Hey, Andy, you're on Ron and Fez.
Afternoon, everybody.
Hey, buddy.
Loving your show, but I got to say, Fezzy, I expected a little more from you.
For what?
Telling him I have an autistic kid, and that it's not mental retardation.
What is
It's completely different.
How?
Plus, the guy in Rain Man, that's actually a derivative of autism called Asperger's that he had.
Asperger?
Yeah.
Starving. So how does autism work? Fezzy's trying to learn about it.
Yeah, how is it different?
Well, the first thing is no one actually, whether it's purposeful or not, actually knows what causes it.
Yeah.
Most medical places actually think that it's something they're born with, and it's a psychological condition. There are a lot of groups, though, that believe that they found that a preservative in some of the vaccinations actually flips a trigger that some kids are born with that causes it. They know that it's irreversible. There are some kind of therapies that can be done with these children, or even as they get older. It's obviously better to get them the younger that they are started on occupational and speech therapy.
Hey, Andy, did your kid do anything like amazing? Like,
When he was 2 and when he was diagnosed with it, he has an older brother as well who I guess would be typical. But, those large 8-piece puzzles. He loved puzzles. And we kind of got together and got one of those big, 200-piece puzzles over Christmas one day. I'd taken it out of the box and dumped it on the table.
Yeah.
Come back about 15 minutes later, it's about 80% done, and the kid was 2.
That's cool.
I had read before that there's some scientists that believe Da Vinci was autistic.
They see things absolutely different than all the rest of us, but there's really no way to get in their head. But Fez, retards, come on.
Come on, Fezzy, apologize.
I'm sorry.
There he goes.
I love you, Fezzy.
All right, see ya.
Thanks, Andy.
We're going to teach Fezzy every day if we have to. Hey, Rennie, you're on Ron and Fez.
It's Renee, sorry.
Renee, sorry, I got 2 ends on there. What can we do
so
for
happy
you?
I'm talking to you guys.
Thanks.
I just wanted to also add to the previous caller. I have a 4-year-old son with autism also, and he's not retarded at the least. He has social issues, but he's extremely smart. He's reading at 4. He knew all his letters in order at 2 years old. I just think that's amazing.
They can be super smart.
Now, as there's things that he doesn't do well, though. I mean, there's some things he does really well, and other things he doesn't do well at all.
Exactly, his social part. He doesn't know how to go up to a friend and
Right.
at least say hello. But like I said, he can read. He does, like the other caller, does puzzles amazingly. Numbers, he knows all his numbers in order. Colors, shapes. It's just amazing.
At one time, I thought my kid was autistic, but he was just listening to headphones all the time.
Oh, that'll do it. Yeah, it's like they're in their own world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, thanks, darling.
Thank you.
You're taking a beating here, Fezzy.
Yeah, mentally challenged. I assume it all means the same.
Here's Mike. Mike, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, guys. I just wanted to talk a little bit about what autism is because it's an issue that's severely misunderstood. I like the diagnosis and the issues that the other guy raised when he talked about some of the beliefs of the ways that autism occurs. It's a neurobiological disease, and it affects the way that children relate to others socially. And I like the way the woman before me was explaining how children don't know how to relate. They don't know how to say hi to friends. They don't
Is it
know how
always
to make
just
friends.
social issues, social things that they can't comprehend, they can't do?
No. It relates to the way they learn things too. Basically, their brains work different than ours do. A very interesting article that I read recently indicates that some of the research says that their brains are overwired. Essentially, they have a lot more going on in their brains than we do. The white matter of our brains is the section of our brain that interconnects the gray matter, which is where the thinking actually goes on, and that children with autism, or even adults with autism, have a lot more white matter in their brains than people who don't have autism, so their brains are essentially overconnected.
All right.
Another way that I've heard autism described also is that these people lack filters. So in essence, it's like they constantly have too much going on. So imagine if you were wearing a really itchy sweater, a vacuum was going on, sirens, and all these other things going on.
What a world! I can't get beyond the itchy sweater. I'm just scratching all over.
Well, I can't get beyond that either. You put me in an itchy sweater and a turtleneck, and I probably can't concentrate on anything.
All right,
So
Mike.
that's all the-
Yeah, it's all good. All right, thanks, Mikey. We appreciate it, buddy. Here's George. George, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, BAC 6480.
That's old school.
Yeah. You know, I miss Andre the Giant Fez that was afraid of snakes. I have a imaginary friend that's autistic.
Interesting.
Yeah, and
So
this
he
guy
can't
talks
interact
about-
with you.
Well, he kind of
It's
does.
an imaginary friend that you can't understand.
Right, but he uses the black matter in his brain.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Earl, what about you? More white matter or black matter in your brain?
I would probably go more black.
I'll tell you right now, if I was eating a brain, it would be all white meat.
The leaner stuff?
Just more delicious, more tasty. Starving now. Here's Paul, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey guys, I missed the Black Canary.
Yeah, me too. Love the black canary.
Hey, it's not air tard. They're Fezzy.
Yes.
It's I'm artistic.
Artistic.
That's going to be the name of the Disney movie, Artistic.
That's the way to go.
Hey, Jimmy Norton is out doing a show tonight. If you're in North Jersey, it's Project Graduation Benefit. It's a benefit Jimmy Norton's doing, along with Jim Florentine. Here's the numbers at the Stress Factory. 732-545. Ha-ha. 732-545-4242. It's tonight only. Jim Norton and Jim Florentine. I'm going to tell you right now. You can check it out on FoundryMusic.com. FoundryMusic.com. Call up your buddies. You all get together. You go out to the Stress Factory. Have a couple of drinks. Watching big TV star like Jim Norton. He's known for TV and radio. TV and radio, as well as the stage.
Double threat.
It's triple, my friend.
That's right.
When you add that. And then dance. He not only tells comedy, he dances just as good as he wants to. Ed, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, if you guys come up with this team, let me know, because I came up with the invention for the basketball helmet.
Thank you very much. Here's Paul. Paul, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, guys, what's going on?
Yeah.
I was wondering if, everyone's describing autistic people as so intelligent and everything, if that's the next step on the evolutionary trail. Like, someone's going to drop their change, we'll all be able to count it before it hits the ground, or toothpicks in a box and stuff like that.
Or maybe eventually be able to start to move things with our minds.
Ooh.
That's all I've ever wanted to do, with move things with my mind. Have you ever tried that before, Fez?
Yeah, I've done that. Tried it with silverware and stuff.
You started too heavy. You got to start with like a piece of lint, and then hopefully some wind will blow, and then you think you did it. Fez, you getting a little tit off yourself over there today? What are you doing?
Itchy. I've been hiving up.
Earl, I look over and he's just playing with his own tit, and it's going on for 5 minutes. It's making me nervous.
Just scratching at myself today.
Yeah. Hey, Jerry, you're on Ron and Fez.
How you doing, man?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm tired of people calling and making excuses for this kid like he's special. I'm not impressed by his three-pointers. I want to see him get through an interview, do a radio show, not make three-pointers. I'm not impressed. I'm sorry.
Let me tell you, anybody who's 6 trays in a row, particularly when the heat is on, 4 minutes left in the game, they have my respect and they have my friendship.
And the heat was on as he got after each shot. The pressure was more and more on.
Yeah,
for
the
him
place
to
was
keep
blowing up. It was going crazy.
Yeah, the place was going nuts. So there was more pressure with each shot. I mean, that last shot.
He doesn't even hear the pressure, though. This kid was a machine. He was like a robot. Did you see this gimmick today on Drudge where there was a robot carrying a lady around and it said, like, robots are going to take care of us in our old age?
Yeah, the elderly 2000 or whatever. This thing is carries old people, like, from their bed to the bathtub or something.
So all we're doing is replacing a wheelchair with a robot. You're going to build a robot for something that we already have a shopping cart that works fine for.
That'll be the next thing. Instead of seeing, like, those people going down the street on their Larks or Little Rascal scooters, you'll just see someone being carried in a robot's arms down to the market.
There's only one thing that robots will do first, and that's going to be fight. They're going to use them for war purposes first. And then how do you say no to that? You're going to save a kid's life, but at the same time, you're going to have killer robots.
Yeah, because the government will be the only one that can afford them, and that's all they're going to want them for, to go into war.
They're not going to want them to carry old people back and forth to the bathtub.
There's no money in that.
Yeah. And plus, it's stupid. Again, if you've already got a working wheelchair, which you can buy for like $600, why have a $3 million robot?
I think robots are cool. I wouldn't mind having one, but I would be embarrassed to be carried around by mine.
Not me. Not if I had one. If I had a fucking giant, I'd be up on his head, like in that movie, Thunderdome. Remember that little midget was being carried around all the time? I love that thing. I would go with that gimmick. The first thing I want a robot to do is bring me cold drinks. Hey, remember when the guy was on not too long ago that said we'd still have slaves? If we didn't, and people were like, no, I wouldn't. I'm like, hey, everybody wants a robot. You would not be able to turn down a slave if you had the opportunity. I don't care what your background is. If you were offered a slave to somebody to just do your laundry, do the dishes, you would love it.
Everybody's got stuff they need done and stuff they don't want to do.
That is more of it, Fez. Everybody's got stuff they don't want to do.
Oh, that's a pretty interesting question. If people wanted slaves, I think I would have one. If you had the choice, and if
Earl, I just let you know you don't get one. In the world of who gets slaves and who doesn't, you're one of the guys that doesn't get slaves.
Come, I got a feeling I think I would be one.
At most, you better hope you're the house one, because there's no way, knowing you the way I do, that you are going to be able to work the fields. You will be faking sick or frostbite toes so fast it's unbelievable.
You got to be indoor model.
Yeah. You're going to stay in the house and be very agreeable. That's right, boss.
Work the kitchen?
Yes. Work the kitchen. Really be there like you are for me, just to back me up. Just to say to me over and over, no, I thought it went well. I thought it was a good show today. Getting better every day, boss. Getting better every day.
Well, I think all about you're going to be able to accomplish is like laying out the next day's clothes. I don't see even a lot of indoor work getting done.
I'm pretty good in the bathroom.
He's somebody to be with when you're listening to music. What, you going to wipe people's asses?
No, cleaning the like the tub and the tiles and everything.
Maybe shaving a haircut, 2 bits. Hey, Rusty Knife, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Yeah.
I know one thing those robots are going to do for them old women is get them laid. No one else wants to touch a fucking 90-year-old bag.
But here's the thing. It's kind of hot when you think about it. Watching a robot bang somebody? I mean, really, what guy isn't turned on seeing a woman with a marital aid? This is just like a really big, expensive one.
Moves a lot more. Instead of just vibrating.
That, how do you know so much about marital aids, Fez? How do you know so much?
I do my homework.
Nick, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, this kid with the 3-pointers, you know?
He's a little bit of a showboat. I like to see how he plays inside the paint, you know?
Let me tell you, if this kid can hit 6 out of 7 3-pointers and 6 in a row, I don't care if he gets one fucking bound all year. I'm going to tell him to fly around out there like a goddamn mosquito, and I'll get the ball to him. We'll have some big dope work in the paint. Why are people trying to take away this feat from this kid? Why are they so aggravated with him, Earl?
I don't know. I guess it's jealousy or anything. I mean, professionals don't do what this kid did in a span of 4
When
minutes.
you're sitting around with you and a buddy just shooting up, nobody on you, no pressure, it's hard to hit 6 3-pointers in a row. Because even if you hit like 3, on your 4th one, you're thinking to yourself, this is my 4th one, and you start to play records in your head. God, they want to steal from this kid. Lou, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ron, listen, if you had a male robot,
Yeah.
would it be gay if you let him give you a handy?
Well, let me ask you this. Do you think it's gay for a man to put a marital aid on, that's got some movement on his balls and lay there with it? Earl, where are you on this?
No.
To me, I find it gay. If you want to sit at home with a dildo, laying across your balls exciting you, that's you. I find it a little gay. Even though it's just one guy and a pipe, I still find it a little gay.
No, I wouldn't do it at all.
So would you find it gay?
Oh, that's highly gay, yeah.
So a guy getting jacked off by a robot, you say is a gay act?
Yeah, it's gay.
All right, what about a guy banging a fucking blow-up doll? Is that gay?
I don't know if it's gay. It's definitely a little sick.
It's gay. Hey, Dave, how are you, buddy? How are you doing? John, you're on Ron and Fez. How are you?
Yeah, just let me see if I got this right. They got no social skills. They can't make friends.
Autistic kids?
Yeah. And no skill with women. Who knew this Fez was autistic?
I have proof I'm not autistic. I can't hit a 3-pointer.
This is all happening in your mind right now anyway.
This is my little autistic world?
Yeah. You're really on the subway.
Oh, that's scary.
Scary or nice?
Scary.
Why?
Because I don't know I'm on the subway.
You're in here where you're safe.
Ah, that's better.
Where you rule this world like a king.
It all seems so strange. And I think the room's starting to spin.
It's just your mind. Enjoy it. Enjoy your own mind. Look at the beautiful things you've created. Earl, Eastside Dave.
I have to learn to interact with real people.
Yeah.
Work on my social skills.
Hi, you're on the Ron and Fez show. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, what's going on?
Yeah.
Hey, ask Earl what color his robot would be.
Earl, what color would your robot be?
It's a good question. Probably be like a mulatto color.
Why do you want a mulatto-colored robot? You could say red, blue. The thing is going to be made out of iron anyway. Do you want to... Please, I don't want to pick between the races. Give me a mulatto.
The new models come in high yellow this year.
Yeah. You know what? My dad used to call mulattoes, Earl.
I know.
The N-word.
Yes.
So don't get too caught up in thinking that you got a foot in each world. Because I'll show you one that you don't.
You can check out Jimmy Norton tonight at the Stress Factory in New Brunswick, New Jersey. That's for Project Graduation Benefit. To get reservations at the Stress Factory, that's 732-545-4242. Or you can just dial 732-545. Ha-ha. He'll be there with Jim Florentine, and you get more info on FoundryMusic.com.
Why don't you show up there tonight, Fezzy, and do some of your heckling?
Maybe that's the way to go.
Yeah, get a haircut. And he'll get a big laugh from everybody, since he doesn't need one. Here is Bugman. Bugman, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, I want to know if Eastside Dave gets jerked off by a robot, does that end his streak for Lent?
Well, yeah, no matter what happens, if he
So no
spills
matter
a
what,
drop, he ruins his Lent.
No, absolutely no. If Robot Dave spanks it,
It won't be Robot Dave. It's you getting jacked by a robot.
Oh, by a robot.
What do you think? That you have a clone army that you're coming out with?
I thought it was the robot version of me.
So you think that there was a Robot Dave out there?
I thought somewhere there could be a robot side Dave. And if Robot
What are you doing
Dave...
with your haircut? You look like Jimmy Greer, my cousin. It's very, very odd to me. I never noticed when he had longer hair, but now that his hair's cut, I feel like I'm 6 playing with my cousin. This absolutely blows me away.
It's shaved tight to the sides and then just high on top kid and play style.
Do me a favor. Earl, take his picture. I want to send it to my dad and just see if he gets it. And I'll just write, who is this? Look who came to see me in New York.
I said I wanted a nice, short on the sides, a little bit longer on the top. That's a nice little look for me. And this Russian who I go to, Val, he turned me into some red-headed Lyle Lovett character.
What did you pay for the haircut?
$13.95.
No, when you were leaving, did anything hit you in the back? It should have been your change. Anytime, maybe he was throwing your change at you.
No, but he got some ashes on my ear while he smokes while he cuts my hair. And the thing is, I'm totally intimidated by him. I keep going back to him, and he keeps giving me bad haircuts and dropping ashes on my ear. But it's the only place within 17 blocks of my apartment. So
there's like 90 places where you work. There's a place right across the street.
Expensive over here, though. Ron.
Yeah, well, you get what you pay for. You want a Russian to cut your hair with a grapefruit spoon, you got it, my friend. You got it. Now, your girlfriend's coming in here tomorrow, right?
That's right, West Side.
No, is she going to be drinking on the show?
I didn't know.
Well,
is
Earl,
she allowed?
Fez tells me she drinks quite a bit.
Yeah, she puts them away and then gets a little wacky. And,
Yeah.
and she goes quick. That's the fun part of her.
She's one of those light switches.
All right, let's have some drinks in here for tomorrow then.
Okay, that's cool.
And then we're going to do a fashion show with her.
I mean, I may have to, take the first sip of wine, just to get her in the mood to
Right.
take it.
But then I want her to do a lingerie show for
All right,
us.
she'll do it.
Is she coming to the party April 1st at McFadden's?
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
That'll
And-
be some dancing
And
on
she's
the bar.
going to the Opie and Anthony party tomorrow, too.
Well, she's on a tour, isn't she? She's on the Alcoholic Tour 2006. Congratulations.
We loves our booze.
Yeah, I know. You try to drink and catch up with her there. All right, Steinbeck, you try to act like you're drinking just as much as her. Did anyone get that joke at all? Is it lost?
I got it.
All right, thanks. Bobo, our buddy, how are you?
Hey, buddies.
Hey, Bobo.
Hey, I found...
Let me ask you this. Off the, with the thing. Did you ever hear from that other friend of ours?
No, which
Yeah.
I take to be a good thing.
I take that to be a good thing, too. All
Yeah,
right, what do you
we
got
can-
for us?
I found an autism checklist,
Uh-huh.
and I was going to give it to you guys to see what you scored.
All right,
but,
let's see.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Inappropriate laughing or giggling.
That's more Fez than me.
Sure.
Yeah, so Fez is yes, I'm no.
No real fear of dangers.
No, I think both of us have fears of danger.
Okay.
But so bravery is a sign of autism. Interesting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Apparent insensitivity to pain. Like
Other
falling on your
people's
butt.
pain, I don't even understand.
Does that count?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, all right.
May not want cuddling.
Oh, I definitely don't. Matter of fact, I actually like to get my jacket on and get out of there.
Right, straight
Yeah.
up sex.
That's why, yeah. I don't even want to take my pants all the way off. But the cuddle, to me, the after-sex cuddle is like hot acid on my skin.
Sustained, unusual, or repetitive play.
Doing the same thing over and over?
Right.
That's your thing, Fez.
Yeah, you got me on that one.
May avoid eye contact.
That's Fez.
That's me.
May prefer to be alone.
Fez.
That's me. Give me another autistic check.
Difficulty in expressing needs. May use gestures.
I say give that to me.
Yeah. Does this help? He does that quite a bit.
Right. Yeah,
Are you
and
taking a lead on me, Fez?
That's only when I want a biscuit.
See, there's pictures for each of these, and the picture is an like reaching for a glass,
Yeah.
that typical kid thing. This is a great one. Inappropriate attachments to objects.
Fez,
I know I'm all over that.
Yeah, that's you too, right?
Yeah, I got that. Yep.
Collectors. Not for me.
Insistence on sameness. So I guess, in other words, doesn't like change.
Give me like 3 or 4 checks yes on that one.
He's unbelievably weird that way.
Echoes words or phrases.
I can back that up, and even opinions.
Sure.
Right.
I agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
Inappropriate responses or no response to sound. So it's both extremes.
Yeah, you do have sound issues, Fez.
Yeah, I would give me a check on that one.
You hate loud things.
Yeah,
this
hurts.
is kind of a Sufi one. Spins objects or self?
Spinning?
No, I can't do any spinning. I hate anything spinning. Makes me dizzy to spin myself or to look at something spinning.
Well, what about what's on the screen right here? It's as a matter of fact, it's Bobo's sig pic. Do you see that, Fez?
Oh, my
come
hypno
around.
eye.
Yeah.
Okay, and here's the final one.
Final one. Go ahead.
Drum roll. Difficulty in interacting with others.
Difficulty in interacting with others. Would you say you had that, Fez?
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got that one. Oh, yeah. His sig pic?
Yeah.
That makes me instantly nauseous. I can't look at that.
You need to focus just on the eyeball, though, and that'll stop you from feeling sick. If you watch the eyeball, because it stays totally still.
Oh, right, and then it just looks like everything else is pulsating, not spinning. It's still making me nauseous.
Doesn't move, though. It doesn't move.
I don't like that.
All right, so he had that, too. Where's he on this?
Fez scored 13 out of 14.
Yeah, the only thing that he doesn't have was the afraid of danger. He's afraid of everything.
Right.
I'm just the opposite there, where I have the unreal fear of things that aren't dangerous.
The weirdest thing about you is when you want that same day over and over.
Oh, yeah, where it's like, let's have everything exactly the same.
Why?
Same
What?
food, same everything.
And you want to do everything at the same time. Why do you do that?
I have no idea. It just feels better. It feels a little less chaotic when I can get things done at the same time. Like I'll have my dinner about the same time, right at the same time every night, that sort of thing. And like if I'm gonna do something and I'm like, I like to do that, like let's say at 3:30 after the show.
Yes.
If I can't do it then it's just like everything's thrown off. Even if I could go do it at 4, it doesn't feel right to do it at 3:30.
So if you were going to go to a restaurant at 3:30, if you went at 4, your whole day is screwed up.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel totally chaotic.
Right. And you don't like messes or something too, you're saying, right?
Oh, I hate a mess. Now, see, you just spilt that all over the place.
That bothers you?
That totally bothers me. When I got hit with pens and stuff when John Edward was here,
yeah,
all of a sudden I'm down on the floor picking up pens instead of sitting there with the guest. I had to clean that up.
Well, just leave that mess there.
No, let's not.
I notice your papers are a lot messier than they used to be.
Yeah, I just don't have the room I used to have.
Much like your mind. Much like your mind. All right, Bobo. Thanks, buddy.
Thanks, buddies. Love you.
All right, see you soon. Johnny's got something to say about our own East Side Dave, Fuzzy. Hey, Johnny from Delaware. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, pretty good. Hey, Eastside was saying he's headed up to the O&A party tomorrow. I was wondering where that party was.
Yeah, where's that party tomorrow you going to?
That's on Friday, but my party starts tomorrow because it's going to be Rock and Roll Thursday right into Friday morning,
that,
baby.
Copy or something.
So, in other words, you fuck up, you give the wrong time for a gig, and your way of dealing with it is by acting like you're an alcoholic.
Yeah, that wasn't a great defense.
See, here's what I normally like, is that you'll come up like something like that, you hand it to Fez because he does the plugs, then he reads it, and then later he's screaming at you while you're making up all these lie excuses. So just so you know, Fez, they're not trying to fuck you up. They live a life of fucked upness. And sometimes you just happen to go there.
I end up in their world.
Yeah.
I have to learn that they would just fuck up.
Ron Fez, what's your name? Ron Fez, what's your name? Where are you from?
We'll do better next time.
Yeah.
No, you won't.
On what?
You're true.
Hey, Bob, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ron. Hey, Fez. Eastside, keep up the good work there, buddy.
People are loving East Side.
Yeah, I just want to say Earl would make a horrible slave. He don't know nothing about birthing no babies.
Earl, would you be able to help with the birthing of the babies?
Absolutely not. I would get so grossed out and start puking all over the place.
You definitely. I got $100, and I believe in you that you would be a house slave. I honestly believe it. A Civil War general like Earl. He's very comfortable to be with on a one-on-one situation. And here's what I like. I like when Earl and I go out, we go out to dinner or whatever, or lunch here in the town. people look over at me as a guy who hangs around with black guys. I think that they can pick up on that and see how open-minded that they. And I try. The fact is, Earl looks a lot tougher than his personality is, and it makes me look like I hang out with radicals. It's very, very good for my image.
That's got to be a good feeling. And Earl does look scary as hell.
Yeah.
All dressed in black, his long black coat, his Morpheus glasses.
See, I don't get that at all. Everyone keeps telling me that I look very physically imposing. I don't see that at all.
You're how tall are you?
About 5'11".
You're 5'11", almost 6 feet. You're as black as midnight. Then you wear totally black clothes, and you wear sunglasses. It looks like you're a guy who's fucking committed to something. You're not, but it looks like you've got up and you said to yourself, I'm putting on this uniform till things change.
And not that this is your demeanor, but you don't smile. Like when you're out in public, if you're walking around, there's just not like a light countenance upon you.
A what?
Light countenance upon him.
I'm learning new words today. I never heard that one before.
So he just doesn't have like a fun expression. He looks like he's pissed off.
Work on your countenance there, Earl. You're letting your countenance get all fucked up.
Gotta let my countenance shine.
Yeah. Hey, Dave, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, buddy.
That guy was wrong about Fez's score because we didn't get to hear if Fez likes to cuddle or not.
You a cuddler, Fez?
Yeah, I can cuddle.
So then that was another one you didn't get. So when you come off the balls, you'll hang around a little bit with the guy. You'll give him a little fucking Fez time. I don't know what works with you guys.
Everyone get a nice hug, pat on the back, sure.
I didn't even know gay guys cuddle. I had no idea. I thought it all took place in the bathroom. It was over within minutes, and everyone retreated to their shame. So you're saying they sit around and cuddle?
Depends on if there's a glory hole involved.
Like people. They cuddle like people. Now, did you see this? It was in Boston, the church there. I guess they were running some kind of orphanage, trying to find homes. They said they would shut it down if they're forced to give away these kids to gay guys. These fucking kids will be on their own, it's according to the Catholic Church.
So better just to be an orphan and then go to a gay home.
I say let them go down the train tracks, see what they can scrounge around and find food down there. Did the Catholics always hate the gays this much? They got fucking priests, for God's sake. You already take a priest in. They can't have sex with a woman. Now, I call anyone who doesn't have sex with a woman gay.
I think it's always been there, but I think with talk in the country about legalizing gay marriage, I think the hate's gotten a little more vocal.
Well, I don't hear them about the gay marriage, it's the gay adoption, which gays have been adopting kids for how long? Like 15 years, right?
Sure.
10, 15 years? Why now? Why is it all coming out of Boston right now? Now why is it more than a feeling? All right, Earl, let me put it to you this way. You were a little kid and you're an orphan. You had to pick orphanage, gay guys. Where would you rather be?
I think if I was an orphan, I would just want to find like a steady home rather than just kind of be, I guess, in an orphanage.
You wouldn't care?
I wouldn't care. If someone wants to give me a home, I'd be happy.
First of all, I would prefer it. Because, A, do you know the spending capital the gay guys have in this country? You got two working guys bringing in Jack. B, a sense of style that I didn't grow up with.
Good cars, too.
Good cars, fucking good food. You'd fucking eating out 6-7 times out of the week. Probably one of your parents owns a restaurant. Why are they worrying about this?
You always have money in your pocket.
What do they think? Gay guys just want to adopt a kid to blow them? Is that what's in the back of their mind?
I also think they have this feeling that gay guys will beget gay guys somehow. It's like if you're
They're
raised gay,
going to force the kid gay, going to trick him
gay.
into it?
Yeah.
Okay,
like
point.
sending him to gay school.
Yeah, I didn't even think of that. You could gay school the kid up a little bit, I guess. Never mind. Man, we live in a goddamn society of just non-thinkers. Knuckle-dragging non-thinkers.
There was a thing on 60 Minutes over the weekend about sexual orientation.
Yeah.
And the theory that these scientists came up with at the end is the more older brothers that a boy has, the more likely he's going to be gay.
All right, let me go over this. More older brothers you have,
right,
the more likely you are to be gay.
Yeah, sisters don't count. Take sisters out of the equation altogether.
Mm-hmm. What reason they given?
They didn't actually have a reason. They were saying physiological, not the environment.
Yeah, but what is the physiological reason? Why is it a percentage shot? Did so many kids are born gay? Why boys? There's got to be a reason.
Yeah, I think it was the percentages that they were doing.
Well, why would they just say in any one family then? Why wouldn't they say go on any block?
Well, what they had studied was, the people, their sexual orientation, and they found one common denominator that's usually there.
Right.
Is a lot of older brothers.
Now, why would that be, though? That's where we are. Back to that question.
Right.
Why would that be? And how many are we saying older? Because I know for a fact Eastside Dave's got 3 older brothers.
Yeah, all they said on that part of it was the more older brothers, the bigger percentage of a chance that kid is going to end up to be gay. So, one older brother, there's a certain percentage. 2 older brothers, the percentage goes up. 3 older brothers, even higher. I think 3 older brothers, they had it at 75%.
What? So there is a 3 out of 4 chance that Eastside Dave would be born gay, being the 4th son.
Right.
And he claims he's not. He's claiming he beat the odds. He went 1 for 4 and, has a decent glove. So it's not bad.
I'm definitely not gay.
Right. Now, did you hear this 60-Minute Man thing?
I did that. That's really shocking. I mean, I don't know why. I mean, I guess if you're around men a lot or something like that,
you start sucking cock. I don't understand that at all.
But then wouldn't they have the same type of percentages for people in the army? They're around dudes a lot.
No, he's saying something else. He's saying born gay.
Right.
That you're not learning to be gay. That something happens.
Born. Okay.
All right. Here's Kevin. Kevin, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, what they were saying is that a woman builds up some sort of antibodies because the first son in her body has got hormones that are completely different than anything a woman's ever had before.
All right, now we're making some sense.
And then after that, they said every son, it increased by a third. So they said it starts off with you got a 2% chance of being a homosexual no matter what. And then after that, it's every child is only a third more. So the next time it's only, 2.75% chance of being gay. But I guess if you're the 7th son of the 7th son, you're guaranteed to be a homo, but you'll be a hell of a blues singer.
All right, so you're saying it's some kind of a genetic thing, or what am I picking up here?
That's what they got into. Thank you, Kevin, because they're saying not genetics, but hormones.
All right, hormonally. Right. All right, good. All right, so there we go. So it's like a testosterone kid. The first son gets so much.
Right.
The second son gets less.
Yeah, because the way they described it is a woman carrying a son her first baby is a son.
Right.
That's such a foreign. Those hormones being inside of her is such a foreign thing. The body's trying to kick it out, and I guess kicks it out through the baby.
Now, see, this is kind of interesting. I don't know whether it's true or not, but now I got a better angle from it from when we started. Hey, Chad, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, I've got disbelief in that. I've got 6 older brothers. That's
well, I did die. Here comes Chad, sashaying his way onto the show.
Should we say Chadetta?
Yeah. All right, thanks, Chad.
You betcha.
Yeah. Oh, you betcha, he says.
I'm with you, Chatty.
Yeah.
Hanging, Chad.
Here's Rob. Rob, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, I caught that episode, and it's actually from the more males that the mother has, it's an antibody, or the resistance to a foreign body that's in the uterus, that it actually weakens or changes the DNA to make them gay.
So somehow, and you're saying you don't believe it is the DNA, or you do, Fez?
No, I don't think so.
No. So somehow, somewhere along the way, then this testosterone thing weakens as you go along. So you're going to have more feminine characteristics.
Exactly.
Yeah. You're the first son, Earl, right?
Second.
I'm the second also. What are you, Fez?
Second.
What are you, Dave?
I'm the youngest of 4 boys.
Holy shit.
Holy
shit.
I always kind of liked some Madonna songs, too, now that I think about it.
Sure you do. They're good.
I thought Liberace was...
I'm telling you right now, with that haircut, I feel like I'm sex with my cousin. I'm so fucking freaked out. Here's Kirby. You're on Ron and Fez.
2268, buddies.
Yeah, buddy, what's happening?
Hey, it's nice that we can now explain how homosexuality works with gays, but is there any explanation with the lesbians along the same sense?
Yeah, where are you on that one, Fez?
I'm trying to remember if they brought up lesbians because they would talk about sisters in the brother theory.
Right.
And they kept taking sisters out of the equations, like girls don't count whatsoever.
No, I always said that too in my family. It's the way my dad raised me. Now, your other thing that I'm not sure if I agree with is that there are gay guys that aren't feminine. You know what I mean? Where you meet a gay guy who, could be a football player, a truck driver, whatever. You don't know he's gay until you make some inappropriate gay joke, and you get a fucking neck slap from him. So how does that fit into it?
Yeah, because that wouldn't explain any sort of lack of testosterone. If you get a big, hairy biker guy that's gay.
John,
You don't have to start describing him physically. That's
who was the Oakland Raider guy?
Matuzak.
Yeah, John Matuzak. He was gay. I was right about to say Lalo Zato, but I know that wasn't the case. But Matuzak was a very rough man.
Why don't you attack all the dead people? See if that makes you feel stronger.
They can't hear me.
Well, according to Jonathan Edwards, they can. And it's John Edwards. Jonathan Edwards sang Sunshine. Darren, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, one of my closer friends, he's the youngest of four, much like Eastside, and he's a complete flamer. He'll deny it. He'll probably call up and say he's not, but he's into 80s music, and he's always trying to wrestle with us and stuff. He's a real freak. That kid Tom, I mean, he's a faggot. He doesn't admit it, but he is. He'll call up and
why don't
say
you do
otherwise.
this? The next time you have your dick in his ass, look over and try to look around and see if he's smiling. All right, talk to you later.
I do like wrestling.
Sure you do. And dicks in your ass. When's the last time you had sex with a woman?
The Tuesday before Ash Wednesday.
All right, let's get into this priest thing I brought up. If a guy does not have sex with a woman, do you consider him gay?
No, I don't think so. No.
I do.
No, because priests, they want to bang chicks. Most of them. I know there's a few bad guys out there.
The intention to banging chicks that makes you straight.
Exactly.
You're trying.
Yes. If you go after them and if you want to bang them and stuff, then you're a straight man.
Interesting.
But, yeah, I think about these things too.
Yeah, I know you do. You got plenty of times now that you can't jack. Let me ask you this. You going over Graham Norris for a birthday?
No, I'm not doing that.
You're freaking me out. You're absolutely freaking me out. He looks exactly like my cousin right now.
They should do what you ask. Short on the sides, a little bit longer on the top. Don't make me into Cosmo Kramer.
Bro, for $13 you're going to get whatever they chuck at you.
Well, I have nowhere else to go besides Val and Rudy's, Russian barbershop.
You're going to be like when Earl was a kid and the fucking, the guy used to come around in the station wagon. You had to sit on the back while he quick shaved you down. Was that guy in your neighborhood, Earl?
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know why. All my black friends at school, they said a guy used to come around in the station wagon and shave their fucking heads.
What a great business. I never even would have thought of that. Hair to go.
Yeah. I never understood it either. But I guess it's the easiest haircut. You're just taking it high. And hey, let me ask you this, Earl. And I'm watching The Shop all the time now. And a brother who'll be really shaved down high and tight. But they spray all over him. What are they spraying there?
It could be water. It could be witch hazel. It could be a couple other things. It prevents bumps, so your head doesn't look like a moon surface.
I say, because, I mean, they're just spraying the hell out of the guy's head. Hey, Professor, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, fellas, how you doing?
Good.
I just wanted to key in on this issue of hormones and homosexuality. It's not really quite right. If you have lower levels of hormones during your development gestationally as a fetus, then you actually get mixed sex genitalia, which obviously gay folks don't have.
Right.
So what's more apt to be the case, the animal study suggests that it's stress, stress of the mother during development, and that actually produces hypothalamic changes, which produces behavioral and hormonal changes as adults.
All right, let me ask you this, Professor.
Yeah.
I mean, you studied this a little bit, right?
I'm a neuroscientist, yeah.
People are born gay or no?
Well, it's tricky, right? I mean, I hesitate to say yes or no. We really don't know yet.
Yeah.
I think probably it's going to be one of these ideas where you're born with a predilection or a predisposition, and then, environment alters the way your brain operates and it develops as a behavior.
Right.
But we really don't know, to be honest with you. Anyone says they do is lying.
So, so you could even be agreeing with some of these Christian groups, that somehow you could get the homosexual urges kind of learned out of you. Just keep teaching them.
Yeah, well, you have to. It depends on how you define it, right? Because if you define homosexuality as a behavior, then any behavior can be unlearned.
Mm-hmm.
If you're defining it as interest in a sexual partner, then that's probably more difficult to unlearn.
Right.
So even the way we define it kind of alters the way we talk about it.
Now, because let me go to you, Earl. You're gay. I mean, you're straight, right?
Very straight, yeah.
But let's suppose the world was different, and we said we're going to put you in a camp, and we're just going to keep trying to force you to be gay. Could you even see yourself turning gay?
No, not at all.
That's what always shocks me about people going, I think that, gay people choose to be gay.
He could definitely turn.
Yeah.
Earl could turn.
There's a study done recently where they used something called the plethysmograph, which measures blood flow to the penis,
Yeah.
and all the other psychophysiological measures, so brain activity, heart rate, etc. And they showed males and females, nude males.
Mm-hmm.
And the psychophysiological response of both males and females was the same. So same amount of blood flow to the genitals, et cetera, et cetera. The only difference was how they interpreted it. Men interpreted that same reaction as disgust. I should say straight males described it as disgust, and gay males described it as lust, and females described it as lust or pleasure. So it's really a matter of how they were interpreting their physiological changes.
So you're saying that every straight man is somewhat turned on by seeing a penis?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Makes the blood flow.
Yeah.
Some more than others, though, right, Fezzy?
I know,
Get you up in the morning.
Dave is always trying to show me blowjob movies. Oh, you should see this chick. And I go, all it is her face. It's a fucking guy's cock the whole time.
Well, I'll tell you this. When I used to like to spank it before Ash Wednesday came around, I really don't get turned on by lesbian scenes anymore. Maybe like when you're 14
Yeah, there's
and
not
you're,
enough cock in it
you're
for you.
turned around by a lot. But I do need, the cock with the pussy, and I prefer the ending on the face.
Yeah, you're a little gay, Dave. Just so you know, and it's okay. Thanks very much, Professor.
Thanks, boys.
Why? What's with the bluntness with you? Why the constant bluntness?
I was trying to think of synonyms for it, but I can't. Sometimes.
There's no there's nothing at all you can come up with.
Johnson? Do they say that, though? It sounds like a 1988 line,
The only other word you could come up with are the bluntest ones ever.
Yeah.
Try it.
Let's take a break. We'll come back and wrap up the show. Jimmy Norton's got a big show tonight, Fezzy.
It is Project Graduation Benefits, a good cause, and Jimmy's doing a show at the Stress Factory in New Brunswick, New Jersey, tonight starting at 8 o'clock. Jim Florentine's going to be on the bill. Come on out, check out a great show. 732-545-HA-HA. That's 732-545-4242. Or if you need more information, go to foundrymusic.com. Project Graduation Benefit tonight with Jimmy Norton.
We'll be right back and end up this show. It's Ron and Fez.
It's the Ron and Fez Show, XM 202.
Gonna sit down in the kitchen and fix me something good to eat. Get my head a little high, make the whole day complete. So we're gonna lay around the shanty, mama, and put a good buzz on. Well, pass it to me, baby. Well, pass it to me slow. We'll take time out to smile a little before you let it go. So we're gonna lay around the shanty, mama, and put a good buzz on.
Yeah, it's the Ron and Fez Show. Tomorrow is our last day before vacation. And now I'm deciding, Fez, this is exactly how I'm going to spend my vacation. Just going to lay around the shanty.
Yeah?
Put a good buzz on.
Feeling lighted, shut up and close the door. Cause we're gonna lay around the shanty, mama, and put a good buzz on.
Is that you playing harmonica, Fez? Nice. Hey, Clyde, you're on the Ron and Fez show. How you doing, buddy?
I got a sore throat, so it might be hard to hear. But hey, buddy, CSA 1862. Now,
all right, old school.
Now, about these older brothers, causing you to be gay. Well, look at Dave there. I mean, he's got a girlfriend, but he's obsessed with whacking off. And he's obsessed with anal that he can't get. Wouldn't that make him gay?
All right, let me check with him right now. Dave, come in here. I need you to focus, too, buddy. I don't know why you're running back and forth and looking at Earl.
He told me to come in.
Here. For what?
He says, Dave, get in there. Dave, get in there.
Yeah. But why panic? This is where Fez and I work. So you can't run in here, go looking at us, and looking back at Earl and panicking. You got to what? Chill and be what?
Relaxed.
Cool. You got to be.
Yeah, but
cool.
I'm also doing stuff.
What do you have to be?
Over there, chilling, cool.
What are you doing over there that's so important?
I would love to know.
Yeah.
I'm trying to write in a nice, legible manner the lunch order so that Johnny can get him in a quick, precise way and get the bosses, Mr. B's and Mr. W's, respectfully, their food.
It's not that big a deal, Dave.
Time is everything.
I know you guys getting us water and fucking lunch is the biggest part of the day. I don't know why. I don't know the obsession. So let's calm that down. Now, what he was bringing up to you was, you're the fourth son, or normally known in the line as the gay one. Now, you are somewhat obsessed with spanking yourself.
Yeah.
You're also obsessed with anal.
Love it.
Getting it?
No, I just love the videos, and I would like to receive it one day, maybe as a Christmas gift or something.
So you'd like to get it in the ass?
No.
That's what receiving anal is called.
Oh, no, giving it. It's a difficult thing because I want to receive it as a gift, but I want to give it. No, I just want to receive.
Because it's going to,
You can't say receive. That means you're the one who gets it in your ass.
No, I mean, yeah, I want to give it, but I would like to receive it as a gift.
All right, Fez, are you in the giving mood?
I think he wants to go ass to ass.
Here's Scott. Scott, you're on the Ron and Fez show. Yes.
Hello?
Yeah. Go ahead, Scott. You're on the air.
Oh, yeah. You were talking about putting Earl in a camp and making him gay. I work in a prison, which is technically the same thing.
Well, I got my own radio show, so each
Those
of us
guys
has something.
pitch and catch all day long.
Yeah. So what's your point?
They don't come in gay. They swear up and down they're not gay, but they release their tensions by giving it to each other in the ass.
No, you say each other in the ass. Is it thought of as a nice thing, kind of a brokeback thing, or is it more of a rape?
A little bit of both.
Yeah.
Lately, it's been the brokeback thing.
Yeah. So lately, it's been like, oh, my cellmate is my boyfriend. And,
something like that.
Yeah. Let's go eat lunch together. That type of thing.
Sure.
All right.
Well, who could be against that? Lunch.
Well, I mean after.
Oh.
But with a rape, you don't normally spend time. All right, Fez, I don't know what you've done. You have scratched yourself up. Come on over here, Dave, and just pull your collar back a little bit. Turn your head. Look at what he's done to himself.
I am itching like nobody's business today.
Fez,
we'll get some cream on.
Get a mirror so he can see what he's done to himself. You have sliced your neck up.
Really?
Yes.
Because I don't even have any nails.
Your whole side is just all scratched up. What are you allergic to? Have you touched anything?
I have no idea. The only thing I was thinking is, you know how it's been a little bit warmer? I didn't wear a T-shirt with this shirt, and it's right on my skin, and maybe it's the shirt I'm reacted to.
All right, let me see the label on the shirt. All right, the label says Poison Ivy. Where is this store?
I knew I shouldn't shop at PI's.
Yeah. I just want to get a quick mirror for you, so you can see what you've done to your neck. It's unbelievable.
I'm crazy itchy.
And it's always something new every day with you. Every day there's a new bizarre behavior, Earl, that I have to figure out. And Ron, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, how you doing, buddies?
Yeah.
Fez, old friend of the family. I don't know if you remember me. I'm just calling to check up on your 38 older brothers.
He's saying, because you really didn't have a chance.
It's my brother Corky.
Yeah.
My brother Lyle. Brother Gordon.
Here is Amy. Amy, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, I was just wanted to talk about why priests were gay.
Okay, I didn't do it.
Okay,
no, first of all, no one ever said they were gay. They were pedophiles. I don't think it would be a big deal if you found out that a priest kept a boyfriend down at the shore or something. That would not be lawsuits abound the way we have now. It's the fact that there were little boys.
Well, I think it's the repression of the hatred that they have for themselves when they're growing up that the Catholic Church teaches them how wrong they are.
Did you grow up Catholic?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And were you taught to hate yourself?
No, I'm not a gay man.
No, but I'm saying, where did you get this, that Catholic boys are taught to hate themselves?
Not that just Catholic boys in general.
All
that
boys.
They should hate themselves if they're gay.
All right, so you're saying that they're so freaked out by their gay urges that they join the priesthood, trying to fight back against it.
Right.
And then somehow it explodes with pedophile sex.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I buy that theory all the way through. Because I'm telling you now, I don't think that you would take a hetero man, keep him away from, dating women, and then he would be with little girls. I don't think that would happen. I think it's a whole different thing.
Where all of a sudden he would explode, and that was the target.
What are you looking at? Just a CD there, Fez?
He gave me a CD.
There's
a reflective CD.
But you'll be able to see yourself perfectly in that. They call them compacts anyway, so.
Have you seen your neck, Fez? It's just all chewed up.
Oh, yeah.
And then your right here, like your collarbone.
Right.
You've just scraped yourself raw over there.
Yeah, I'm all bumpy.
You want cream?
What
cream?
Cream?
What magic cream do you
It's
have?
cream.
All right, let's not hurt. But what kind of cream are you going to rub on a guy?
There has to be some kind of itch cream
yes,
in
but
New York
you're
City.
not a doctor. You don't work in a drugstore. You're just going to put Brill cream on him and think that you're doing something.
I think he's looking, was it hydrocortisone or something like that?
Yeah, but we're not going to have Dave run out and get cream.
It's an anti-itch cream.
He says cream like he's helping.
He's going to give me creamy ranch.
Jim, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, that thing Fez has got going is from his diabetes.
It is?
Type 2 diabetes. I don't know what the technical name is.
Have you had anything?
Very,
What'd you eat for
very little
breakfast today?
scratching, and then you're right through your skin, and it heals up quick, but you'll do it again somewhere else.
I had a fat-free blueberry yogurt today.
That could be it.
Yeah, maybe. Have you had those before?
No, I just got them like a couple days ago.
Because it's fat-free, there's still blueberries, right? That's still sugar.
Right, yeah. They,
How's that help you with your diabetes?
Because it's like this fit and fiber thing. If I read the label and it's low in a certain amount of things, I can have it.
Well, you can have it. Doesn't mean you won't start scratching the shit out of yourself.
Yeah, that I didn't
But
realize.
other than, so you haven't had that food before, right?
No.
So that kind of makes me think that that's it.
Yeah.
Even if you read the label correctly. Have you ever had blueberry yogurt before in your past?
Yeah, I don't recall the coincidence of this happening with it.
So you did have blueberry yogurt before?
I've had blueberry yogurt before, yes.
But not this brand? Not
no.
this type?
No, not this new kind.
If I was to guess, that's what I would say, but I don't know. Here's Turtle. He's got an idea. Turtle.
Hey, guys. Hey, Fezzy, if you're itching around the neck area, that could be angioedema if you're taking an ACE inhibitor for your diabetes. I don't know if you are or not.
I'm taking a Vandy. Is that what that is?
No, that's not it's for blood pressure.
Oh, I take blood pressure medicine, yeah.
It'll end in a PRIL, anything like pril-monopril, quinapril, something like that.
Oh, yeah, I take lisinopril.
Yeah, you may want to tell your doctor because it could be angioedema. You might want to have that checked out. All right?
All right, thanks.
Okay.
All right, here's the Radio Shark. Radio Shark, how you doing?
Click.
Nice job, dude. He's on top of it. You called him the underrated guy.
Pitsy's maybe the number one intern on the phones.
Very nice,
maybe number
Pitts.
one.
Very nice.
Great phone man.
Nice kudos for Pitts.
Who's number two?
Number two, I hate to say this to our boy, but maybe Lil Jon is number two. Bronx Johnny, though, has incredible talents, and he's more of a people person and a street fighter.
And what about Buffalo Bill?
Bill doesn't really do the phones too much anymore because he's busy in the office. He's got to cut some audio and things like that.
So where would he fit in?
Bill would probably be fourth.
Distant fourth?
You?
Me?
Yeah. Where are you at, Jimmy Greer? Fifth?
Numero uno, pal.
Yeah.
Fifth?
Seriously, yeah.
I thought Pitts was 1.
Oh, no, I mean...
that's open for you is 5th.
Do you know that we have a sign that we give Earl to get Dave off the phones? Do you ever
I
see
haven't.
it?
No, I haven't. And I'm a little bit upset by that.
Yeah, well.
I go fast. I click, name and location, just as it was taught to me on the memo.
Memo?
Don Wicklin.
I didn't know he had a memo.
Yeah. He teaches a fine game of radio, my friend.
I guess he's coming into town tomorrow, but we won't see him. It's going to be later in the day?
Yeah, I think he'll be in tomorrow afternoon.
Oh, good. No, afternoon, you mean after we leave?
Yes, late afternoon.
Because I plan on being out of here exactly when that opening thing hits. I want to be gone. Heading to the shanty.
Like his last day of school. That bell rings.
Yeah. I'm going to yell up yours, Krabappel, and I'm fucking running out of there. I'm strolling. Fez, you have to get off to the skin doctor tomorrow. What are you going to do?
No, tomorrow I'm getting on a plane right after the show.
Yeah. You don't
Hopefully
think...
they won't serve blueberry yogurt.
Maybe they'll remove that tumor in your chest before you go. It's got to be some kind of a goiter in your throat, something that you have that's setting that off.
I think it's just a big hive. Hopefully it'll go down. If I can get some cream.
How about some aloe, then, if you don't like cream?
Aloe, yeah, because he's got a bad burn on his neck. So, yeah, get it to him. He was... I can tell you worked in a kitchen. That you know what aloe is. Aloe, if you go to a kitchen, they yell it out. Put some aloe on it. Grab some aloe.
So that was the cure-all for my entire stupid redhead family. Get him some aloe.
You're going to need some aloe.
Yeah, because your family must just be constant sunburns, no
Oh,
matter
my
what
Lord.
time of year.
He says he's the only one that looks like that, though.
Yeah, but my other brother, like, they all used to have some kind of reddish hair when they came out of the womb. Then they changed. And they changed into normal people. Black hairs, blonde hairs, and brown hairs. And then I remained redhead.
Like the ugly duckling?
Lucky.
Yeah. I'm still waiting for that final chapter. It's not going to happen, is it, Mr. B?
No. Why don't you call your you know what I'm thinking? This is a weird thing. My cousin, I said he looks just like, but when he was little,
right,
has 3 older brothers.
Really?
The same exact as him.
That's
no girls in the family, 4 boys.
The East Side scenario.
Yeah, and fucking, I never noticed when his hair was long, but I swear to God, I feel like I'm a little kid right now, and that's my cousin.
Well, he's got that little kid haircut. He looks like it's picture day at school.
But particularly when he smiles, when he laughs like that, it's totally freaking me out.
I get all gussied up for St. Pat's. I get the haircut. I cut my nails.
Gussied.
Yeah.
That's considered gussied.
Here's the Radio Shark. Radio Shark, you're in the air. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, Dave, why don't you kiss Fez's neck and make it feel better?
Hey, Radio Shark, how come you hung up before when
I didn't
Pitts
call.
busted
This is the
you?
first time I just called.
You're a
Somebody
lying
else
sack
called.
of shit.
I ain't lying.
Pitts is on to you.
First time.
Pitts is on to you.
It's the first time. I just called right now. That's why I am calling. I didn't call before.
Do your joke that fell short. God, do it again.
Excuse me? Say that again?
Do your joke.
No, I'm not doing it again.
Come on.
This is the first time I call.
Maybe it'll be funny. Come on, everybody wants to hear your joke. Come on. There he goes. Now, why would a crank caller get so mad at you that he hangs up?
You just got revenge on a prank caller for like the first time in history. A DJ's gotten revenge on him.
Yeah, well.
Pitts, unbelievable. Very nice work.
Pitts, you are the #1 intern. That Bronx Johnny piece of garbage, Ecuadorian trash, has done nothing but letting us down. Right now he's out spitting in Fuzzy's food.
What? That's how I get rashes around here. Bronx rashes.
He doesn't like you. He calls you El Diablo. I don't even know what it means.
That means the devil.
Really? You speak Ecuadorian, eh?
Un poco.
Ah, great band. Jim Messina was in there. No one ever brings that up. Hey, Jimmy Norton's doing a big comedy show tonight at the Stress Factory. He's out there with Jimmy Florentine. Stress Factory, if you need to get a hold of him, 732-545-HA-HA, 732-545-4242. It's a benefit. It's Norton. Make sure you go see him tonight at the Stress Factory.
Check out more information on FoundryMusic.com. We'll be back tomorrow for our last show before vacation.
Goodbye, everybody.
Ron and Fez Show. XM 202.